What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Lemon Pepper Louisville back with you once again. Hope everybody doing okay. Um, had a good weekend. Watched some good games this past Sunday. It was a great weekend in the NFL this past Sunday too. Like you had the Arizona Cardinals running back basically giving the game away with that fumble for going in the end zone. And a couple hours ago, you had Joe Flacco get traded to the Cincinnati Bengals, making Dylan Gabriel and George Sanders basically QB2 too. I said I said like a couple weeks ago, Shedeur Sanders will play a game this year in the NFL. He will start a couple games probably when the Browns are out of playoff contention. But right now, you're going to see Dylan Gabriel probably for a couple of games. I would not be surprised if they give like to Doris Sanders a small sample size of games. Probably probably show off and see if he gonna be a good quarterback for the Browns next year, or if they can trade him to a another football team. Hold on, everybody. All right, check myself. But I really do hope they actually show George Sanders actually warming up on sidelines, looking like he's getting ready to play. I would like to see that. But if not, then what was the solid point in bringing him there in the first place? Because you brought him there to sell merchandise. That's the only reason why you brought him there. Because cause that's kind that would be kind of messed up on my part right there. That's the way I see it. All right. Okay, let's start off this past Thursday. My 49ers went to Los went to the Los Angeles Rams home stadium and got that victory. Now was there what's up Polo? Now, be honest with you on Thursday night against the Rams, I was not expecting my team to win that game because we had so many injuries in that game. And I felt like we had no chance. But because of Cal Shanahan, once again, showed the reasons why he's the head coach in the NFL and what he can do with quarterbacks who's not elite. Actually, the offense looked great on Mac Jones on Stu for like 342 yards, two touchdowns. Even though defense did let the Rams come back in that game, and basically they sh- basically they shut them down in overtime, 23. Like defense did make key plays because say if the Rams running back was scored on that touchdown set of from the goal line, then we'd be having a different world right now. Real game. So right now is our and leading the NFC West over the Rams, over the Cardinals, and over the Seahawks. Like right now, things are good, but we don't know what this game between Tampa Bay is gonna be like this coming Sunday. We don't know who's gonna be available. We don't even know right now who's gonna be playing quarterback in that game. But it is a road game, and Tampa Bay they're talking about Baker Mayfield as an MVP candidate, and you don't know what type of game that's going to be because Baker Mayfield has been playing on lights out, and Kansas and Tampa Bay had been looking great. They have, even though the games they are winning are close, they are pulling out wins. As long as you put out a win, don't matter how you win, but you still won the game. So I'm pretty sure San Francisco in the Buccaneer game is going to be probably the most watch game this past weekend. Then you had the Philadelphia Eagles losing to the Denver Broncos. Now, some people saying they want to blame, you can blame the referees for the reason why the Denver Broncos won. But you had like a 17-30 lead almost going into the fourth, and you let Denver basically come back and win the game 21-18. Like some people want to blame. Some people feel like, oh, AJ.
Lemon Pepper, what's up?
What's up, man?
I can't call it.
So, what do you think about the NFL Week 5 week?
Man, all I'm tripping on is what was that? Who was that? The Trevor Lawrence joint? That was crazy, bro. That was crazy, man. I wasn't expecting that. Then you got what was that? Diggs getting back at the Bills, right?
Yeah, nobody didn't expect the Bill um, New England going to Buffalo and actually get that win, and did actually play it lights out. Like the last time you actually seen Dez play like it was with Buffalo Bills.
So yeah, that was crazy. Uh I'm waiting for Ron time to get in here because I got to tell him he was right about that Bronco defense, though. He
Now
definitely
that
was right about that Bronco defense.
now that whole situation to me, the Philadelphia Eagles gave that game away to me.
I mean,
Like,
because what they had, how many penalties in that second half or in that fourth quarter? They had heavy penalties. They didn't score at all, did they?
not like plus they did something they wouldn't normally do. They try to make Jalen Hurts a passing quarterback in that game.
Because one day
Oh,
up 17-3, Lou.
yeah, when it like you got one of the best running backs in the league, and you barely gave him the ball. You throwing the ball all over the place because you want to please your receiver. And look what happened. Y'all went away with getting y'all victories, and look what happened. Y'all lost that.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, I'm gonna help you with this. I got you. I'm gonna help you with this. It's just so
What's,
crazy how they teach
what,
y'all stuff different now. But I got you. Just sit it to the side. I'm gonna help you with it. But besides that,
then you had Thursday night football. You knew after Thursday night football, the weekend was going to be crazy.
you say
Because
that set it off for a crazy Sunday.
expecting my team to go in the Rams and win that game. I was not expecting that to happen. I'm like I seen Matt Jones do what he did. Like I also seen the Matt Jones that was in New England and Jacksonville. But what he's doing for 49ers is crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know they got to play Brock Purdy when he comes back because they contract, but I don't know, man. Like, do you take a quarterback out the game that's red hot right now and go back to a quarterback who's been struggling over the last year and a half?
Hey, that'd be one of them decisions that can make or break the season right there. But me personally, I'm sticking with the high hand.
Like, don't get me wrong, Brock Purdy's okay, but every time where he does like hold the ball way too fucking long, I'm like my God. That's why a lot of people were saying like, don't let him play his deal out and see what happens. And now you got Matt Jones out there, basically who's 3-0, looking good in Kyle Shanahan on offense. You had wide receivers out there,
That's
Kendrick
what
Bourne.
that's what they run, like the way the 49ers run their offense. I mean, we seen it. Yo, starting quarterback, and if you got a pretty second string, you everyone looks good in that offense. So it's hard to say who to give money to, who to sign, who to start, because everyone does good. Where you separate them is who wins at the end, right? Everyone goes to the playoffs in that offense. Everyone got to the Super Bowl or once or twice. We didn't been in them a few, but it's why we keep switching, because the quarterback never comes through. It's not the offense. It's at the end of the day, which one of you goddamn quarterbacks can turn on a little Tom Brady, even a little Drew Brees? Just bring one of these motherfucking Super Bowls home. The offense is getting you there, and the defense is helping you. Defense been elite for years. That's not going to last.
Right.
Be honest with
In
you,
football, that's a fact that you need defense. And I ain't even talking about the corners, right? Because we know what helps the corners. If you got good defensive linemen, that quarterback don't got 4 seconds, 3 seconds to throw that ball. These niggas in his face in 2 seconds, so the receiver don't even get to run his full route. He trying to get it out of his hand, so that helps the cornerback. You know what I mean? Oh shit, interception. When you got all that working for you and the offense is perfect, bro, it ain't your skills. Your skills can amplify. We all knew what McCaffrey could do. Once he got in that offense, it's like, damn, this nigga, damn. Like, that offense is perfect. All we need is a player that has his own, like, intangibles, though, to go with it. You can't rely on the offense all the time. Sometimes we need you to get an audible out there.
Salute Trey. Salute Lemon Pepper.
What
Who else we got in the building?
What up? What up, Cuzzo?
that game Thursday, he made Kendrick Bourne look like a #1 receiver in that game.
Elise.
Salute, bro. What's happening with everybody?
Look, I'm happy San Francisco kicked those piece of shit Rams ass. I enjoyed every fucking piece about it.
You mad because they left?
I'm mad the way they left. You can leave anywhere you want to go, but don't shit on the town on your way out that made you a fucking champion.
I agree.
Right.
I agree with that. I agree with that because St. Louis was like the one that kept y'all. Like, out of all of the cities, Rams, before y'all got chosen to come here, because we didn't choose y'all, St. Louis was like, this our team. They embraced y'all.
We embraced that team. We embraced that team when they were losers. They came over as losers. They stayed losers for a few seasons. The TWA Dome was packed when they were going fucking 7-9, 4-12, 5-11, and then the greatest show on turf. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody.
Oh, can you hand me my car keys?
We became a champion.
Look, I did. Look, I did. When you got Kurt Warner, this is what he had the advantage on. Even though he could still, he had good players around him for other things, but you wasn't gonna beat Kurt Warner on that turf. That's where he come from.
We didn't see it coming, Trey, because remember, Trent Green is from St. Louis, so that's the hometown kid coming home to save the hometown team. And when he went down,
let me ask you something. What's your opinion on Marshall Faulk? I know you've seen him up close. What's your opinion on him and your running back?
Now, this is going to be controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think Barry Sanders and Marshall Faulk are the most prolific running backs that ever graced the turf or grass. Remember, Indianapolis gave up on Marshall Faulk.
Do you got Terrell Davis somewhere behind them somewhere in there?
Fuck Terrell Davis. Now, with that being said, look. I looked at all the stats. Terrell Davis was good in that offense. Once Elway retired, he couldn't do shit with it behind another damn signal car.
You know what that offense is, right? See what you just said? He's good in that offense. Now, who's running that same kind of offense? The son, right?
Right, the prodigal son. It's called zone
that's what
blocking.
I'm saying. That's why I said I don't.
It's the West Coast.
Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me on that? Do you agree with me on that? With the 49ers offense and the quarterback.
Keep this in mind, everybody. After Terrell Davis retired, they had Orlandis Gary and Anderson both had 1,500 yards in the same season, two different running backs. They had Reuben Drones, 1,500 yards. They had Clinton Portis, 1,500 yards. They went, I think, 9 consecutive years of having a 1,500-yard back in that Shanahan offense. So it wasn't Terrell Davis.
But Shanahan is a loser, though. And I'm going to say this. He's a winner and a loser. He's a complicated loser. And I know this sound weird. They're like, what? Any team he be on, from the Atlanta Falcons, wherever he at, offense booms, beat people in the playoffs, get to the Super Bowl. But somewhere in that Super Bowl, that nigga nerves, his play calls, his decisions sometimes be just weird to me. Like the shit he
just like his daddy. That's how his daddy was.
Well, no, because his
had all them weapons.
His dad went back to back. So I can't say it's on his dad.
Wait, that's what I'm saying.
No,
his daddy bust
prior to that, though. His dad was a bona fide loser,
when you bust through, you said that's good.
But the father was not the one that was coaching Elway when he was going to the Super Bowl getting blown the fuck out. That wasn't Shanahan. That was Reeves.
No. Yeah, that wasn't him. Look, the father blew. The father got through whatever he went through after that. He went back to back. It's your son can't even get. Your son can get there, but he can never taste the champagne. He gotta always watch somebody else drink that shit.
Yeah.
Keep this in mind, everybody.
Overrated. All that shit overrated.
Keep this in mind. The last Super Bowl that Elway.
Hey, look! You like the damn LeBron James of fucking coaching? Yeah, I've been to fucking 10-6 Super Bowl.
Well, see, look. I think that Cal Shanahan starts to believe him gets too cocky in himself.
Yes,
all he had to do in that Atlanta Super Bowl.
I wanted to say he a cocky play caller.
All he had to do in that Atlanta Super Bowl on 3rd and 10 with Matt Ryan was run the ball, get about 5 or 6 yards in field goal position, kick the fucking field goal. You're up by 10 with less than 4 minutes left. Game over.
Do you remember that game visually?
Yes, I do. I was watching it.
Okay,
remember,
let me ask you something then. Let me ask you something.
2016 was the year of the choke.
Was this funny to you, right? And everybody be acting like they don't remember. I don't care what nobody say. I'll be watching detailed. Man, you remember Julio Jones caught the shit out of some pass that Matt Ryan tried to throw out of bounds. I don't care what nobody say. How he tried to throw it out of bounds?
He jumped over the safety and the cornerback and got
all
both
out of
feet
bounds.
down.
Look, caught it, landed his feet right before he went out of bounds. This nigga Matt Ryan was already running to the sideline.
Didn't even know it was the first down.
Yeah, and when he seen that, I swear to God, those dudes lost them same amount of yards and was right back in the same spot like he wasn't supposed to catch that.
Well, let me rest your mind at ease. Let's go back to the 97 Super Bowl against Green Bay, Denver. When they had a lead, they were running the fucking ball down Green Bay's throat to the point to where when they got to the red zone, the Green Bay let them score so that they can try to get the ball back. Mm-hmm. That was Shanahan's plan. Get a lead and use your running back to fuck what we doing, Madden. Bleed the clock. There's no time to be fancy. Bleed that fucking clock.
Right. And that's the truth. Look, what you said, we ain't even getting paid for this. We ain't went to school for this, nothing study, play. We know to run that clock out. You playing this nigga next to you for some money, and he talking about, what's wrong with you, man? Damn, throw the ball. Yeah.
Fuck that. Stop the I formation with the fullback. If you can stop it, you can have the goddamn ball back.
This nigga running half-back stretch the whole game.
Look, I'm running this ball. Look, you gonna use them timeouts you over there trying to save the score.
And don't fuck around and let me go play action to the tight end sweep on the left when you didn't see that shit coming, and then pick up another first down.
That's how I'm gonna do you. Look, I'm gonna hit you out of nowhere. You ain't gonna think no pass coming. I'm talking. Yeah, I'm running this shit out. Yeah, I'm running. Look, I done psyched your mind out. Oh, this nigga do. Look, you done went to that bullshit. Goal line. Look, you done went to that all run stop defense. I'm about to air you.
That's what I say. That's what I say, Trey. As soon as a nigga run commit, they gonna throw it over the top on you.
Right, especially after 04 with that with the play stick where you could get to either commit, drop back, and commit all up front, and then they bite on the play action.
They messed up. Look, and they messed up when you y'all let me use this little right stick button to make my receiver move where I want him to. It's over. Look, go right here to the go sideline. Oh yeah, go back up.
No,
go back up. Put that down.
What used to get them was the fact that you hot route and then do a quick dig route with your X receiver. So after you get the play action, they're running at you and there's a small dump off. And guess what? All down the fucking sideline, and then you stay in bounds on their ass.
You know what I would have did too to Pete Carroll? I ain't gonna lie. I know people like, oh no, I ain't gonna lie, because I would have just felt like you blew it for me. Like I ain't playing with no coach like that. Like I would have fired his ass. I ain't gonna lie. If I was the owner of the Seahawks, when he called that throw play so Russ can get MVP, and you didn't run that shit with beast mode,
They did not want, as an organization, some yuck mouth, gold teeth having, dread having, nigga talking.
Baby, we getting happy with it. He from Oaktown, baby. He from
right. We do not want him being the Super Bowl MVP and having 2 rings. So we want that good hair, docile. Sierra's husband.
He ain't been shit since.
Dude, he hasn't been shit. Look, it was the defense and the running back which made. Remember, Seattle was in my division.
That's why I'm gonna tell y'all something, and everybody gonna get mad. I don't care. I don't care how many kids they got. Him and Sierra gonna get a divorce. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he gonna feel like this. Ever since you've been putting them goodies on me, my legs ain't been there. My career been down. Ever since Future was like, fuck Russell on the song, all that shit. I ain't been in my right mind. I'm up here trying to act like a Negro. You know what I mean? I'm going to say it like that. I'm going to put the glow.
I'm going to come off the top rope like I usually do. Look, Sierra looked like Shock G from Digital Underground with a fucking wig on. I cannot imagine myself getting it. I don't give a damn how good she could dance. She only looks good from the torso down.
Hey, look, I know they ain't gonna last long. Like, you know what I'm saying? He never went through this, and this is one thing I'm saying with athletes. Like, and I know this. When shit go wrong for them, they have to look at what changed in their life. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, I was going, and it's no injury shit really like that. He's looking at her like, You got me going out. You want to go here. You want to
That's
go
like
there.
he
You want to live this like power couple life like Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? And that's distracting me. He ain't been on no football. You doing TikToks. You ain't never did it. She got you up all night to learn this fucking dance, all that shit. She having sex every goddamn night with you. She a goddamn sexaholic freak. It's like I got all this baby. You can't be doing that shit during the season. Then you supposed to be a play action type of quarterback run and all that. Nigga, you ain't got no legs. Sierra took him from you.
She done made the nigga break his routine. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Trey.
like you're distracted, bro, because you're more into her now and trying to please her than keep your career too. See, look, Tom Brady lost his shit. Look at Mike. Look at these niggas who look Kobe. Even though it's like he kept his shit, but these niggas almost lost it because they was possessed on some other shit.
But we know what we call them? Laser focus. Russell Wilson was never laser focused. He can always fall back on the fucking Legion of Boom defense if he throws 3 fucking interceptions in the game because he knows that defense is gonna get it back from him. I was never sold on Russell Wilson. Never sold on it.
Look, me neither. Look, all of them knew that. Look, I even knew it. Look, I'm gonna tell you. I felt like Kaepernick at that time, right? How it was, what was going on in the NFL. I was like, Kaepernick the better like quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I know we got like a defense like them too, but when you look at it, when you look at what Kaepernick was doing, you know what I mean? This nigga Kaepernick, in my mind, I ain't gonna lie. I said I love Charles Woodson, right? I seen when he ran against the Green Bay Packers, bro, like it broke that quarterback rushing 181, I believe, or something like that, 89. I said, damn, Charles Woodson, seen him? He way back there. And this nigga Charles Woodson couldn't even catch up to him. And this nigga Randy Moss said, this nigga broke my finger in practice, like throwing me a ball like a cross, like broke my finger. I just felt like Kaepernick was better, even when we didn't have certain players in our lineup because they wasn't getting hurt at first over there in Seattle. We were missing certain defensive players. They were getting hurt. It was the offense that won some of them games. This nigga was getting carried by the fucking defense both of those power years that Seattle was on. And the first time that they tried to make it an all offensive year for him, they wasn't shit.
Damn.
Well, go ahead.
No, I'm good. I'm right. I'm leaving it right there. I'm putting him in the rock bottom right there.
Let me pick it up and run with it. See, here's the thing that nobody wants to talk about. I'm not going to sit up here and say that I'm a Colin Kaepernick fan. I'm not going to say, San Francisco is my rival for many, many years. Now the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So now I'm a San Francisco 49er fan. Every time they fuck up Seattle, every time they fuck up the Los Angeles Rams, every time they fuck up the Cardinals, I'm right there with you. So, love for the red and gold. However, Kaepernick was a victim of what we see all the fucking time. If they want to sit up there and say that Kaepernick was 1-11 as a starter, that's why it was easy to go to Blaine Gabbert, who went to Missouri. I've seen a lot of Blaine Gabbert, and Blaine Gabbert wasn't it at all. The difference was what? It was a different offensive coordinator than, because remember, Harbaugh took his punk ass back to college. Yeah. All right. He took his ball, went home. He got a different offensive coordinator, and everybody who knows anything about football, if a quarterback has been running a system for 4+ years, and then you tell him on the stop of a dime to run a different offense that doesn't look nothing like what he used to, it takes time for him to get better.
Especially if he ain't a Tom Brady or a Peyton Manning type of Drew Brees like freak. You know what I mean?
You're asking a running quarterback to start doing option read and expecting him to be like Peyton Manning, who did option read in Tennessee. Eli Manning, who did option read with Ole Miss. You see how bad their nephew looked with option read? And he's supposed to have the damn Manning gene. Look, Kaepernick, once he took that stand that he took, made it easy for them to use his play on the field as a scapegoat. Everybody saw it. Everybody knew. And I don't like how that went down. I'm not going to give my personal opinion about what he did, but everybody knew that was a play to get him away from San Francisco.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm starting to wonder if that offense
I
that
told
they run.
everybody. Go
I'm
ahead,
just
go ahead.
gonna.
My bad.
I'm starting to wonder if that offense they run at Texas right now is right for Manning.
It's not. You can see how uncomfortable he is. You can see that they went up against a Florida team that played a basic cover 2 shell, and he couldn't figure it out. It was a basic cover 2 shell, not a cover 2 with a spy, not a cover 2 edge that takes away the sidelines, not a quarters in, not none of that shit. It was a basic cover 2.
If he stays there one more season, he's not going to be a first or second round pick. It's like, yeah, he may get drafted that high because of his last name, but if he needs a different offense to work for him.
He is basically getting, I hate to say it, but I gotta say it. If his last name was Sanders, he would not be getting the hype that he's getting. And I don't even fuck with Shedeur like that. But you can see the difference of the hype. Can you not?
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna say this. I'm being honest, and I don't like, and I know you know what I mean. I hate that because I'm black, and that the world, like per se, what people like to say is already against us. I can't say when I can't speak. This is not a white man. It's not nobody another race. Hey, when it's our own, and I'm talking about calling them out to stand up, like, and be better, not slandering them. Like, y'all get it confused. This, like, generation always wants to say this word so fast. Hayden. No, we didn't say that. When your parents said you can't go to that party with all the fine girls, you didn't say they. You thought in your mind, damn, y'all never want me to have no fun. But they knew it wasn't just fine girls there. It was niggas and drive-by shootings. Like, that what was on their mind. They wasn't trying to hate. They were trying to give you another outlook because your outlook was only one way. So that's the same thing with sports players. It's like, hey, we can talk about everything great about you, right? Or good, yes, say. But you'll never be great if I always make you feel like 200 yards is good enough. You'll never go to 3 if I don't critique something on, hey, you could have got more yards if you would have had your feet planted, if you didn't do this, if you would have did, like, why not tell a person how to get more out of the blessings that God gave them? Why settle for less when you can get more? You want me to be quiet? Oh, you got to be on this test. But I know you're smarter. If you would have studied and really studied a little bit more instead of 30 minutes, you would have got an A+. Yeah.
But Trayvon,
say that.
Trayvon, you're talking in reality, and a lot of people don't live in reality. Facts cannot be hate. It just can't, and it's never has been hate. Facts have just been fact. We have individuals that think that they're so talented just because they did something that makes them legendary. And look, you haven't done it to the level of people who were legendary that did it. So if you want to get to be legendary, guess what you have to be? Coachable. Guess what you have to be? Accountable. Guess what you have to be? Willing to put the work in.
Yeah.
When you hear about great players, right? And this is the only generation where you kind of hear they're your fucking buddies still, right? Other players knew it, right? What Allen Iverson, what the dude said, and I'm gonna just go through a few players. Allen Iverson told his team, stop reading newspapers, stop doing this, told Iguodala this. That's who it was. He's on Carmelo podcast. He said, but when we were losing, he said the ball would stop moving because AI would just start shooting. And he said AI had to explain it to me that what he understood, and y'all don't understand, he's taking responsibility. Like, I can't lose and have 20 points. You can, but not me. If I got 20 points and we lose, they gonna say I didn't shoot the ball enough. See, you get criticized
Stay right there, Trayvon. I remember that interview. Remember what he said after that. He said, I can't have 40 and we lose either.
So you get criticized for what you do good and what you do, you know what I mean? And it's bad, like in the same way. If you win with 40, Congratulations. If you lose with 40, they're gonna say he should have had 50. He should have passed it. They're gonna critique it.
And
So what you got?
That's why I give Allen Iverson a little bit of a reprieve. And the reason why I say that is because he was on a very terrible team his first 3 years in the league. Yes. I don't care how you feel about Allen Iverson. Those first 3 years, remember, Jerry Crackhouse did not want to play with Allen Iverson because he could not match Allen Iverson's intensity. That's why he requested a trade.
And the championship team, well, the Eastern Conference championship team that he took to they were that was a weak ass garbage championship team.
I can't say garbage. I just say probably the less talented finals representative ever.
I will say this. One, and this is what I'm saying, right? You know how we always say, because these dudes are kind of like all in the same atmosphere in a way, because they don't have the championships. Ray Allen, but he didn't get it like when he was the main guy. When the Milwaukee series, the Vince Carter series, and Tracy, when they was all over there in the East, AI just had that factor a little bit earlier than them of, fuck this, I'm not losing to you, I'll be damn, I'm carrying this. Like, just a little bit better than, those players at that time. So it's like, I look at it like, yeah, those teams was better. I feel like Vince Carter had a better Toronto team. I feel like Milwaukee had a better team than Philly. But Allen Iverson was the difference between the stars.
I will also say that there was a little bit of Tim Donaghy in that Eastern Conference Finals with Philadelphia.
He was in that Western. He was in the Western too, but hey, I mean, look, I don't want to put too much. Hey, look, I don't want.
No, you gotta. No, that was 0-1. That Sacramento series was 0-2.
Okay. Okay,
so,
yeah, because they did say they had a feeling about Allen Iverson already. They already had.
Now remember,
Milwaukee was really about to win, and then they couldn't get to the bottom.
Because remember that phantom Scott Williams suspension out of nowhere on a technical foul, and then he was suspended for Game 5 that Milwaukee lost. Yep. They were doing everything to handicap Milwaukee in that game six, that legendary Ray Allen Game 6, where he put up 40 and 8 threes to force it to Game 7.
Somebody won a lot of money, right? And I think the NBA, some of their players, like not players, literally, but I'm talking about the people we don't see. Some of the people you don't know they face, but they are super involved getting paid. I think when Allen Iverson, even though that was a great, you could still say whatever you want. I say he won that, but I still think that was something to do with gambling. Because
of course it was.
No one thought the Lakers was going to lose a damn game. And then when they went up against Iverson, look how they whipped them after that. Like, it was basically a damn sweep after that when it could have been from the get-go. And that wasn't nothing people like say, oh, they just wanted one game, just one more game or some money. Hell no.
But another thing that you got to look at.
Gambling. That was a payoff to Vegas.
Game 1 came on a Wednesday. I remember I went to service, and then we was accidentally looking at it on our phone while we were supposed to be concentrating on God, but I was young and dumb.
God know you was concentrating on both. You can do. He trained us to walk and chew bubble gum at the same time.
I must have missed that class because I still don't know how to text and talk at the same time. So with that being said, look. The Lakers was on a long layover because they wrapped up their series early because nobody was fucking with them in the West. If anybody was going to, because you heard Doug Collins say it all the time, for the road team, the best game to steal is always Game 1. So I feel like that was probably, and no, I'm not going to say probably, that was Allen Iverson's greatest playoff game because of the stakes. And because nobody else was trying to get their shot but Allen Iverson. And he was clutch in that game.
And he had a historic moment because Ty Lue actually did make it hard for him for about 2 minutes.
I would say Ty Lue blew his wad in the third quarter because he came out hard in the third quarter. I remember that because Allen had
I
30
think
something at
AI
half.
figured him out. AI figured him out, said, you know what? The motherfucker playing me over. He overplaying me. So I could trick, he figured
Right,
out.
and that's exactly what he did. He overplayed him on the drive. He went to
and
the
was too
step back,
far off. Yeah.
and then he got stepped over and
Yep.
looked at.
And
Now,
right there, I'm going to tell you, it wasn't that, and I'm going to tell you why moments like that mean something, right? Because the Lakers still had a chance in that game, right? But after
missed free throws by Shaq.
Yeah. And then Ty Lue, too, even if they got overtime. Ty Lue, the defense that he was playing on AI, it was over. After AI did that, his confidence was zero. It was gone.
You meant double overtime. They won it.
When you look at it, I'm going to tell you, I seen it. I said, damn, get your ass up. Hurry up. Look, I'm a Laker fan. I love me some AI, but hey, don't let him do that. No, don't let him. And when he stepped over, you see Horace Grant like, get your ass. Horace Grant trying to
Look, Aaron McKee was scared of the moment. Eric Snow, we know we ain't getting no goddamn offense from Aaron Snow.
Eric Snow came through, though, with the last shot, though, to seal the game.
Yes, but this nigga didn't have 25 and 10. This nigga had like 8 and 6. Mutombo was getting his ass destroyed by Shaq, but he used every bit of those 6 fouls.
Hey, you know what he was doing wrong? I ain't gonna lie, because I hated that. Because I got love for Mutombo too. I said, damn, Mutombo, get your goddamn elbow on him. You know, Mutombo was putting his whole chest on Shaq's back and having his arms out. I was
and
like, you
elbow left and right, getting lifted.
Yeah,
Remember
I'm
that?
like, man, Shaq about to beast on that shit. You can't put your chest on him. You got to
He
put
was
your
lifting
arm
him in the air like a damn 6'4". Every time he turned, I'm like, this frail ass nigga. Then they put Matt Geiger in, and Matt Geiger's getting Geiger counted and shit.
And then the Philly fans, they pissed Kobe off. It was over.
You know, I remember after
when I seen Kobe catch that lob from Brian Shaw and Ty, what's that dude named? What's that dude, ballhead dude name? It was like Tyrone or something. Tyrone Hill. And he tried, and Kobe caught that motherfucker from under the rim, and caught it and brought it to the rim with this nigga on his back, and then looked at the crowd and was like, what? I like, yeah. It's over.
Yeah, the whole thing
it's too much. Yeah, it was too much. And I'm gonna tell you, Allen Iverson you gotta look at the route he went through. Game 7, 2 times, I think, Milwaukee, Phoenix. And then, he was spent. He was spent. He was actually spent. After that first game, his energy was gone.
That's why he stopped practicing, to save everything for the game. The same thing that people jerk off LeBron James about is what Allen Iverson needed to do. He was on 6'8".
Ain't that crazy that now everyone accepts this low management rest, but the players back then felt like, they felt like us. We don't want those, they was real men. I don't want to say, but they was still grounded. They been to the barbershop, or they still went to their barbershop. And they like, nah, the men who know how you supposed to go at it, I don't want them niggas turning on me. So I'm going to play. Like, if I could play, I'm going to play. Like, that's how I feel. Like, this ankle really bothering you, bro? Like, to where you can't play? Like, go run. Like, don't fake it or nothing. Like, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying if you're hurt, I want you to hurt yourself more. But, bro, if you really could play ball, bro. God damn. They pay you enough money, bro. Play motherfucking ball.
Now, I don't disagree with what you're saying, but Allen Iverson just didn't like practicing when he already knew the offense, and he's saving all his energy, all the diving on the floor, all the effort for the game, not for the practice, because we know Larry Brown's practices were ridiculously long. That's some of the
Shit,
reasons why
Kobe stopped practicing too a little bit. Shit, in them later years. That's like it's okay when you got a savant like AI. Like I know what my job is. I'm good at it. It's them who need to get better, right? So matter of fact, and my backup, he need to let him learn my routes and shit. I know all that shit. Get out there, and I'm gonna be right here on the sideline talking about no. I would do it like this. I'm gonna teach them like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that when they done already been the guys that didn't want to not be. See, it took a long time for AI to get to that point. You never heard no, and that's why I didn't like how they got at him on practice. It was because they got at him about that one time that it was brought up. Like he's been doing this since he been in the league, bro.
And he wasn't. The persons that need to practice was Aaron McKee, Eric Snow, a young Rajah Bell.
Yeah.
Let's not forget he was on that championship team that went to the finals.
Yeah.
They're the ones that need to know the
Kobe he was right there in that little moment when Kobe was talking shit with AI. He was right there learning how to talk shit, listening to him.
And they're the ones that needed to know the offense. They were the ones that were missing open shots off the double teams, off of Allen.
How do you look? And how do you get them there, right? In my mind. Because we know, and I'm going to be real, you're not going to get too much playing time in the game. But when you do get in the game, you need to have this shit down pat. So you need to practice more than me. I don't need to take no practice from you. Get ass out there more than me. You run it, and I'm gonna make you run it again. No, you coming off the screen wrong. What you mean? Go again. Yeah, that right there. The way your foot is, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you coming off it wrong. That's why
you're hesitating too long for the defense, and they're gonna sit in the pockets. What I need you to do when you see the man coming up, I need you to attack. Keep him off balance. Don't be looking for the damn ball. Go get the ball and then run the offense.
Yeah, it's like that's what when you look at Kobe, that's what he was kind of doing with the Paul Gasols with them after he lost to Boston. He was more of a teacher in practice instead of just like that little elbow shit. You know where I seen that come from? Paul Pierce and Ray Allen getting physical and Tony Allen talking shit to Sasha Vujacic and he got scared and he didn't want to hit him. You know, it's like in the streets when you got that one dude, you know what I mean? He talking that shit to your player. And he like, motherfucker, foul me again like that. And you like, oh, he trying to get my man out the game. Hey, foul his ass again, nigga. Right. Foul him again. Don't let him, nigga. Matter of fact, I'm going to get over here and foul your ass again.
Right, exactly. I want you to say that shit to me. Say it to me.
That's how you prove to your teammate, this nigga talking that shit because you stopping him. And he's bailing himself out because it's the streets. And he can call his own foul. Foul his ass. You D'ing his ass up. He wants you to stop. That's what he wants you to do, and he's trying to bully you with a fight after the game. Tell him you don't give a fuck and foul him.
And if he don't like it, if we got to swing, we got to swing.
That's what we got to do. It ain't going to last long. We going to come all in. Hey, y'all, we going to let y'all swing about 4-5. Hey, that's enough. That's enough. He ain't scared of your ass. Bag up. Now take the ball out.
Right. Shut that shit up.
Yeah, nigga, take the ball out, nigga. Now, it's our ball, too. Hell no, it's our ball.
Shoot for it. Fuck shoot for it.
Shoot for it. Like you shoot it. And your ass shoot it. We know your arm's tired after swinging them fives clean. Go ahead.
That shit gonna hit the front of the rim or the back of the rim.
And that's how you look at it. That's how I looked at when Kobe was doing that to Sasha and he said I didn't get him tough enough. And KG scaring the shit out of Paul Gasol. Cussing and shit. Yeah, he seen it. It was a group of niggas over there on Boston team. Kobe over there with mixed overseas. And all he got is LO. All he had is LO and Ariza at that time. That's it.
Well, like, Lamar Odom, the cocaine made him tough, because you can't eat candy and snort cocaine all goddamn night and then play basketball if you're not tough.
And that's what he was doing. So it was more coaching. He wasn't like out there. I'll take I felt like that before I ever heard Kobe. That's how I know great minds really think alike. You don't never have to know each other. You don't never have to be around. Y'all think the same. I used to be like, I don't want to play against these weak ass niggas. Like, nigga, I'm out here doing moves. It's easily working on this garbage ass nigga. And then I go play against another nigga thinking this that move that had that other nigga stumbling. And he better than him. So that shit ain't gonna have him stumbling. That's why I can't understand. If you're a great offensive player, it's hard for you not to be if you put the work in. To me, it's hard for you not to be a great defensive player, because by you being a great offensive player, you know where a person the ball, because you will do it. When I'm sticking somebody, I'm looking at about 3 ways. Like, I know where I'm sending them, but what else do he got? What else can he do if he don't go do that, what I'm thinking he's going to do? Because I'm already on that. If you're a real offensive player, you're not even looking at the dude in front of you. You're looking at the help. When I get past him, what is that motherfucker going to do?
Well, look, we look at the game differently than the guys look at it now. I said this on Gigi's podcast. I got children. I don't give them their allowance on Monday morning at 5:00 in the morning because they haven't did shit for the week. They get their allowance on Friday. Well, I say all that to say this: these dudes are getting paid like they had a 5 to 8 year career and they established themselves. So there's no incentive to work hard, to work on your game. You already got the bags, so you start to get lazy.
Yep. What the hell do I need to win a championship? Think about it, and this is true, and I'm not lying. When you are getting paid more than the dude who won a championship, what the fuck I need that for? I got more commercials. I got more commercials than him. I got more money than him. And at the end of the day, that's what this generation is about. See, back in the days, it was a little different. You had to win championships to earn the money, to earn the commercials. For McDonald's and Burger King and Jack in the Box and whoever at those times was popping. For you to get on their TV, you had to hold up a championship somewhere, college.
Or you have to be in the finals. You could lose in the finals and still get endorsement deals. Look at Karl Malone.
Why y'all think Charles Barkley had right guard and never came out with left? Because he went to the finals. He got a gold medal. Why he's on there talking about it'll be uncivilized? Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know about these commercials and things like that. Grandma Mom. See, I'm just saying, even though he had Grandma Ma, these dudes being on commercials, they still knew they had to win a championship because all he had was Grandma Ma. He didn't want to stay just Grandma Ma. He wanted to be on there eating a Carl Jr.'s burger. He wanted the big brands. And now they just give the big brands to you straight out of college. They giving dudes sneakers in high school. Shit.
Look, check this out. You got the narrative now being said, do you want an MVP or do you want a championship? And motherfuckers are saying they want an MVP.
MVP.
And that started.
You know what Charles Barkley said?
He'll trade his MVP for a title.
Right now, just to beat Michael Jordan. Give me that damn championship against Michael Jordan. I'll turn that MVP. Fuck that MVP. Look, I bet you Kobe feel the same way. The one MVP Kobe got, I bet you he'll trade that shit in to beat Boston. I bet you. So he can three-peat. I bet you.
Look, when it started with Cam Newton's weak ass, when he said that he cares more about his MVP than he did the representation in the Super Bowl, that lets me know why you didn't win and why you didn't go back. That sentence right there let me know more about you than anything else you've ever said.
And when you said that let me know why he didn't dive on that football.
Thank you. See, I knew you was my cousin, Trayvon. It just took a couple of conversations.
That let me know right now why your little punk ass with your little Thelma and Louise do-rag wearing ass ain't dive on that ball.
Yeah. And that's why I don't take it. Every time I see him and he opens his mouth, I turn that shit right off.
Look, you hating. You over there hating on that boy who won the Super Bowl.
Right.
You over there hating on him. Why? Because I know what it is. It's that syndrome that them dudes getting in the NBA. It's them dudes who feel like, hey, man, they ain't talking about me in the shooting guard position. They just be like Kobe, Jordan, and, they ain't talking about me. Like, you notice when these other players get on these podcasts, they start talking about, like, I ain't gonna lie. I be like, damn, this motherfucker talking like he a Larry Bird type of motherfucker. Like, that's what I do, man. Like, this a role playing ass nigga or something been on. And I ain't saying he don't got skills, but I don't care about really how God blessed you are and what you did in high school and college and the NBA did. Because I'm going to say it like this. We done seen players that wasn't supposed to be the star, but the way they worked in the NBA, in practice to that team, they was like, fuck, I might have to make him a star. Like, it's your work ethic, bro. You were satisfied with getting the millions and you didn't. And I'm talking about the Michael Beasleys type of niggas that get no niggas podcasts is talking like you in that atmosphere. Like, I feel like you think you would have whooped Kobe in a one-on-one on some real shit, the way you talk. You ain't beating Carmelo Anthony. You ain't beating the Denver Nuggets, Carmelo Anthony. I don't know about that New York Knicks shit. But
he's not even beating the New York Knicks, Carmelo Anthony. Let's just keep it real.
One, like Carmelo said, I'm with you, Carmelo, on that one. One-on-one, what the NBA took away from the league, man, that's what he do. It was him and Kobe at a time, him, Kobe, and KD at those times when them young dudes came in. That was the best one-on-one players. And for a minute, Carmelo Anthony was just up there with Kobe when it came to, you want me by your ISO? Look, Carmelo, one-on-one ISO all day? Man, he gonna eat your ass up. Y'all think Carmelo didn't play defense. I seen that nigga play defense on Kobe. I don't know about that. Mean he didn't think you was a threat. If Carmelo didn't play defense on you, that's because he thought you wasn't no threat. When he was going against when he was going against the people that he felt, look, LeBron, he's playing defense because he's trying to, because like he said, our careers are parallel. That's why he was mad when they traded him. See, y'all don't look at it. He said he would have did the same thing, but best believe Carmelo looks at LeBron like, you really, you like ain't better. Like, I'll guarantee you Carmelo got that feeling like, you really didn't prove as in like in our in the beginning of our primes, like our peak starting, that you were better than me. You use other stars. Like, I never did that. Like, I didn't take niggas from nobody, like especially from your team. He didn't take nobody from LeBron. He didn't take nobody from D-Wade or Kobe. He got his own niggas. LeBron was the nigga that always stole other niggas' second best players or third best players. He started that shit.
Look, Carmelo was better when he was in college. Carmelo was better in year 1 through year 6.
In Denver, yeah. In the first couple of years in Denver, he was better than LeBron.
He started to regress when he got under that New York limelight, because you can say what you want about.
You don't want to say it. He regressed, man. He regressed when he started fucking with La La.
But he was fucking with La La in Denver. But I say that he needed George Karl type of coach that was always on his ass. He needed that because he didn't have that anymore after he left Denver. And when he got to New York,
he should have did like Kobe. Kobe got books wrote about him too. You shouldn't have went in there all mad, hot-headed, acting like that, man. You know what I mean? He told you. You the best player. Why that bother you that somebody wrote a book and said some shit about? Like, why that bothers you, Carmelo? Because people saying worse things about you. He just actually put it in a book, and he said it. But it's other people saying some of the shit he said.
The biggest thing was
you got Chauncey Billups. You got Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups said, "Nigga, you didn't like to. If you didn't have 30 points and we lost, nigga, you were mad." Like, why you didn't say, walk up to ESPN or whenever the fuck you seen Chauncey? I ain't heard nothing about Carmelo confronted Chauncey about that. Like, you never said he wrong about that. So that lets me know that when you didn't have 30, you wanted to lose with 30 and 40. If you lost with 20 points, nigga, you were mad. Or he said if you won with 20 points, you were mad. So that lets me know he told the truth on your ass. You wanted to score 30 and 40. That's probably why you didn't win.
I think it's a perfect storm of the La situation, because I'm pretty sure she gassed his goddamn head up. And what you were saying about Russell Wilson is the same thing we could say about Carmelo when he got to New York, he started getting his dad vibes.
Yeah, she was throttling his ass. She knew she won. Cause look, I ain't got me a rapper. I've been around all these rappers. Ain't nobody locked me down. But I got your young ass, and I'm finna whatever the hell I gotta do. But I'm finna lock you in. You the best, baby. Kobe ain't got nothing on you. LeBron who? D-Wade who, baby?
Well, you know, it's easy to believe her when she got your piece in her mouth. I'll believe anything she said.
Hey, look. And she probably the best at that time. You young. Ain't nobody ever look. She done told you come in the back door probably and everything. You like, what?
Damn, Trayvon, you just swinging for the fences now.
I'm just saying, look, I look at Lala and her eyes. Look, I see her in power. She told you come in the back door. You was like, wait a minute, I'm only 21. Look,
Man,
come through the
tell
back
him
door. I don't want
everything,
nobody to
Joe.
see you in the front. Come through the back door.
That's why she played that role so good on BMF. That was really her she was playing.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, look, when you got a woman, look, when a woman don't really got no talent, look, I'm gonna keep it real. When she don't got no talent but beauty, those the nastiest ones. You ain't never heard that? Like, you don't got no talent behind. Look at Kim. What's her talent? What she came out with? She's pretty, got a body, but you got no talent. So you got to do the freakiest shit.
But then she did it with Gay J. So, you know, do we really give Gay J that type of credibility? This nigga fucks women and men.
I mean, that's how less talented she is. Cause she like, I gotta go for it. That's how everybody else who's smarter than Ray J, like, I ain't about to get trapped with her in nothing. Cause I know she ain't got no talent. Her talent is to trap me. Look, what's her name? Katrina Stefan. Her, like every dude who got that, everybody was getting the same thing. Y'all helped, y'all trapped y'all. Yeah, y'all trapped her. Y'all trapped yourself. Y'all helped her make money. Every man's lower region that she's able to talk to, you help her make money. If you're their favorite rapper and they heard that you're in that book, they read it. If you dating somebody or you dated them, they want to know if you got that with them. They want to know what year you helped her. So I stay away from trendy shit. See this word called viral? When I was growing up, it mean ran. Get the fuck away from it. Oh, it's viral in there. Oh shit, it's a disease. It's airborne. That's what we thought. Get the hell out of here. Y'all run to viral shit. Viral was bad. Viral is deadly.
I never, you know, I'm a different type of person. That shit don't attract me. What the Kardashians, Witch Coven, and what Lala. Even though Lala to me was sexier on Who Got He Got Game. That's when she was sexy to me. When she started becoming mainstream, she started to lose that luster. You know, I felt the same way about Sanaya Lathan. I was in love with Sanaya Lathan on Love and Basketball. When she started doing
look, what you talking about? I was going to Crenshaw when she was right there. What you talking about? Boy, I was seeing every scene where they came and played in there. I'm right there in the gym. I'm right there. Look at Sanaya Lathan. Damn, she got the tight ass Crenshaw shorts on. Damn.
Well, it was more about that beautiful smile and those lips, you know, and she has hips, so you could trust her.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all, look. That girl at that time, I don't know if she still could, but she was dribbling them balls like she hey, I ain't trying to be funny neither. She knew how to play basketball.
Well, and that's a plus. Then she started doing those weirdo ass movies, and then it was kind of like, oh, okay, I see where you went. I see you sold your soul for a little bit of.
I left her alone when she.
The Family That Prays. I was done with her.
Man, I was so happy. I was so happy when he backslapped the shit out of her over that counter. I was like, oh yeah, y'all can say whatever y'all want. She needed that shit in that movie. Shit she was doing.
Look, I'm never going to support Tyler Perry. So I didn't even watch the movie. I just heard the premise, and I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. Then she did this.
I watched that movie. I watched it. She got backslapped. She was cheating with that white man. She was all up in this world. That's my man.
You don't gotta tell me no more. I'm good. You're we good.
Hey, look. Hey, I'm gonna say this. When he found out,
next movie.
Hey, no, look. You gotta know this. I want you to see this scene. Look that scene. And when he found out, and she tried to embarrass him in front of everybody, and her mama right there, and the sister Taraji. Look, He turned his back to her after he tell her she ain't nothing because he almost threw the nigga off a construction building. It's his boss too, right? And he like everybody know, all his pals that work, they know. And she coming there talking that shit. When he turned his back, she said some shit she shouldn't have said, and he already hurt and embarrassed. He already knew where her face was at. He just turned around like Michael Jackson. Wow. I was like, God damn. She fell all over the counter. I was like, you know what? Shouldn't know. I know they say don't hit no. I know women like your ass deserve that. You should have shut the fuck up.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something, Trayvon. Now, this is I know you're laughing, but I lived with a mother that used to do that to my dad, so I know how that shit looks. I've been in too many parental arguments where I seen that look on my dad's face. My dad's never hit my mom in front of me as far as I'm concerned, but I know what it looks like when a woman is systematically trying to tear you down with every word.
That's what my pops used to call it. When I used to hear my pops getting attacked, and my pops was my pop born in 1928. Like my mom was just a little younger. She was a little bit more feistier. She'll get to saying shit. He'd be like, "That's all you do. When you mad, you get the low rate me, low rate me, like shit like that." I'll be like, "What the fuck going on up in this motherfucker?"
My mom is older than my dad, right? I remember back when I was probably about 8 years old. Now my dad's mom died of cancer when he was 14, and he's never got over it. You know, it's always a way that we talk about it. I remember he was watching the Fighting Temptations, and when there was a song that Beyonce was singing, and that's the first time I ever seen my dad break down in tears. And I was asking him what was wrong. He was like, "My mother used to sing this in church." So I kind of just let him have his moment, walk out the room. But I remember at 8 years old, my mom and dad's having an argument in the car while we're coming back from the laundromat. And my mom looked him right in the face and said, "That's why your mom died, to get rid of you or to get away from you." And the look on my dad's face, it was like a combination of defeat, hurt, rage. And
this cannot be the woman that loves me.
My dad looked like he was going to put the car in park and just bury his fist in her jaw, and she's just going on and on and on. We pulled to the house. We get all the stuff out the car. My dad's literally still sitting in the driver's seat of the car. He just sat there with both his hands on the steering wheel. We got everything out of the car. He said, "Shut the door, please." He shut the door and he drove off. And I didn't see him for probably until the next day when I got off from school. And I remember he told me, he was like, that's the most hurtful shit he's ever heard come out of his wife's mouth. But that wouldn't be the last. But that's why, me personally, if a female felt like to boost herself up, she got to cut me down. I ain't making no children with her. I'm not even laying down with her. And her box could be the best box on earth.
Think about it like this, cuz if she tearing you down, that means y'all ain't evenly yoked. Because if we evenly yoked and you tearing me down, you tearing us down. So you on the opposite side of the fence anyway, baby girl.
But my mother never thought like that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, it's a difference from talking about what you're mad at, right? And this is for both ends. This is where people get lost to me. We're mad about something they did, but somewhere in that, you talking about what you're mad at, you start going to personal shit about the person and start speaking about shit you probably know about they side of the family and sisters and brothers and cousins or the last person. That's why that last person you was with, like, that ain't what this argument is about. We shouldn't be arguing, but keep it on what you mad about, and that's what a lot of us don't do.
Look, this is what I say, look, you start off arguing, motherfucker, and then by the time y'all done, y'all talking about something else and forget why the fuck y'all even started the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nothing get resolved. It's just a rebuttal match.
You know what that come from, though? That come from, and that's why my pops told me this. Something on your mind, right? And this is wherever you at. I ain't never been a quiet man. If you don't agree with something don't sit right with your heart, your soul, your mind, it ain't about it's gonna go your way, right? It ain't about everybody gonna change their mind because I say this, but I have to like I feel this bitchy thing in me as a man. If I don't speak what I feel right now, I feel like a punk up in here, and it ain't because somebody gonna beat my ass. I just feel like I say what I was supposed to say. I felt like I should have been like, this shit's stupid, whatever. I didn't say it, and now something goes wrong.
I feel you.
Always say what's on your mind. With a lot of people, when they start something else, when you're mad about me knocking this juice over, or not doing something that you told me to remember, whatever it is. To last month, last week, somewhere, 2 days ago, I'm confused now. I done forgot about what this shit started. Wait, so this means there was a lot of shit I made you mad about you never spoke on. You just let me run into the wall. See, I'm not a person like that. Whoever, I'm talking about friends, family, whoever you are to me, I'm going to let you know from the get-go, if you do some shit I'm not comfortable with. I ain't saying it's a problem like, hey, you know, when we had went over there yesterday and you had kind of brought up, like, you start speaking about, like, shit, the homie do it too. Don't tell my business. Don't volunteer my business, okay? Don't you ever do that shit again.
Well, let me go back to something cousin Dion said, and it's very, very important. You heard how he said it's a rebuttal match. It's not just a rebuttal match. It's when I make that rebuttal, how can I hit you with the finishing move that will make you stop the whole argument? And
Yes.
It's like I will conjure up that draw four card type insult that's going to make you. Because remember, one of the best movies we saw was Poetic Justice. What made Chicago snap? When Regina King said, "That's why I'm fucking someone else."
That weak ass fade.
Hey, look, and I'm gonna tell you, look, it's called when you go low, I go to hell.
And it's like I've witnessed too much of that as a little boy, as a young man, as a teenager.
And that's the street problem too. That's the game banging problem, right? And I'm gonna say this: it's not a problem that, all right, somebody got killed. It's a problem that can't nobody let it go because you feel like you're disrespecting the one who got killed, right? Dishonest. It's like, oh, so niggas gonna peace treaty and say, let's stop the killing after my brother, after my cousin, or some shit like that, you feel like. So it makes you mad. But it's like, bro, if we don't stop, we got to stop behind somebody, brother, baby, daddy, husband, cousin, something. We got to stop. It don't matter who it is. You just feel like it because it's your people, but it might be you next.
That's why
stop.
That's why there's that saying, hurt people hurt people.
Exactly.
It's never going to stop.
Sometimes you gotta stop. Man, I got a homeboy that got took up out of here. And I know like how my mind was, I'm not in that age. Like I'm so old now, like how I look at it, it's just a shame. That's how I look at it. And it's like, I go pay my respects. But my homeboy was still kind of around. But it's still like, you're going to think both ways. I'm not going to act on it, but it's like, man, you got these feelings to do this. But it's like, I'm not going to act on those feelings. What I'm going to do is to honor my friend. That's how I look at it now, because I got a lot to live for. And it's like, I'm going to honor, as in, like, I'm going to just prove, bro, that we could do better than this shit. This is how everybody think we're supposed to end our life. A black man is not supposed to die from just a disease or just old age. His ass got to get murdered by the police, by his own people, some gang members, a robbery, something like that. That's how it's really looked at when your ass black. You can't just die.
Like I told my son, man, I say, I'm not about to lose my life trying to prove, I'm not about to lose my life getting caught up in somebody else trying to prove that they soft dead man. I'm not about to get caught up in that. If you don't think you a man, so you got to be extra tough, nigga, get out my face, bro. I ain't got time. I got shit to do tomorrow, nigga. You want to crash out. Just bye, nigga. I got shit to do. I got motherfuckers depending on me, bro.
You know yeah.
Well, in harmony with that is also what as the black community promote. The black community always promoted, let's go back to Menace to Society. how Kane's cousin died. He had to die. No, I ain't going out like that. And he reached and got his ass blown up. You know how Kane died in that movie. You know, we watch movies, we look at narratives, and we see how the black community as black men are supposed to go out on some sensational, stupid shit. And we teach that to our youth by the things, not necessarily what we say, is what we do when we're in situations.
It's the thin
I'm
line.
gonna tell you what I'm looking at it as, right? For instance, right? If you not with your homeboys and what they doing, right? You done. This is what I'm saying. How is it a bad thing? And I'm saying that I'm a nigga that's been in those streets, but I'm gonna say it's fucked up. You're done. You're not with it. Y'all know who nigga, don't challenge me. I done did everything under the damn sun that you don't supposed to do. Now I want to do everything under the sun that you do supposed to do. Do not challenge me. Now, y'all niggas get me caught up. They talking about never getting out this motherfucker. Or just 50-something years. Nigga, I might not even live. So, I supposed to depend on this nigga to say, this man ain't got nothing to do. We know niggas don't do that. So, he supposed to throw his son, his daughter, his whole family away, knowing that his homeboys is betraying him. Y'all know I ain't with this shit no more. I ain't trying to go down this route. I came hanging with you niggas. I didn't know you niggas did this. You know if y'all told me this, I would have been about the way. That nigga supposed to still hold the fort down, go to jail for life when some other niggas know they wrong. They did it. They should get this nigga. Hey, don't make me tell on you. Tell on yourself and tell these niggas the truth that I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yes, because that's crab in the barrel. That's a crab in the barrel mentality. Dion, you were saying something? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's a thin line between telling the story like they was doing with the movies and sensationalizing the bullshit and like programming motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was supposed to be them telling our story from a hood perspective, but it ended up sensationalizing that shit. Like, oh, this what I gotta be.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
It ain't making no better because unfortunately, the
game banging increased when those movies came out.
That and the baddest brawls in the hood for the most part, them the only niggas they fucked with. You had to be.
Because you know what? No girl want a punk. No, they want the nigga that can protect them. They want the nigga in the movies, how they make the game banger look in his sex scenes. Damn, he tearing it up. Damn, you ain't getting that from the nice guy. The nice guy
because I was a nice guy.
You know, and look, if you really keep it real, that's the character. I'm not saying standing up for yourself, fighting, or willing to go there with anybody for your family. That's not a character. But I know the practicing the way you say the word, the practicing the way your hands swing and you're balling them. That's practice. That's something you're building. That's not you. You build that. All of us when we was kids, you get your kids' pictures probably all the way from at least to 12. Your ass look innocent. You're not this person that you created once you start being able to control what you get to wear and shit like that. It's influences. You know, in our generation, they wanted you to gang bang. They wanted you to be a Crip or a Blood. That's what the movies was. Now, you look at the movies, I'm just saying it for every generation. So you can't get offended because I talked to my mind. They want us to gang bang. They want us to go to jail for life. They want us to kill each other. That's why we got South Central, Boys in the Hood, Colors, Whoopty Whoop. That was promotion, right? They say, why did Kyrie Irving put this on his Instagram? Well, why did y'all put that in the movies? See, same thing.
Exactly.
So don't come at me like that because I'm about to say this. Now it used to be, why did the black guy gotta die first? Why did this? Why did that? Well, why every goddamn movie? I've been watching General Hospital. I've been seeing my mama watch General Hospital for years. Now all of a sudden it's gay and everything because they want this generation to embrace that. I don't care. I'm not talking about nothing. I'm saying it's an agenda. You think it's your free will. You think but you're being promoted to be like that.
Facts.
So look at it from this perspective that I look at it from. Now, if you disagree, you disagree. That's fine. I had a friend of mine. He's not here on Earth no more. His name was Sean Gray, love him to life. But he had to help me understand this when we had this conversation. He was like, when you take the black man and you make the black man attracted to another man, what does that do? And I was like, I don't know. He was like, that stops black children from being made. And then I'm like, wait, what? And it blew my mind the way he broke it down. And then he's like, when you have the black woman attracted to another woman, what does that not allow? It does not allow any black children to be born or created. And then I'm just like, damn, so that's an agenda? He was like, that been the agenda. That been the agenda ever since they were pumping cocaine into the low income.
Let me tell you what else. Let me ask something else on how you stop black babies from being born. One man, I'm out here in California. I don't know about other states. One man, woman left him. He's in jail. He got life. She like, hey, I'm gonna live my life. I ain't gonna be with you. But she came to a conjugal visit, marriage visit, gave him some coochie. Sex last time. I ain't gonna just leave you like that, but I'm gonna come here, get you this last time, and I'm out of here. He killed her. They took conjugal visits from all the lifers. But what it was really about is we stopped black kids from being born, and why the hell let a dude that got life that ain't gonna be able to raise his son be able to have kids? See? Stop him from just having a single kid out here without a daddy, because this is gonna be like you, and we're gonna be dealing with him. So ain't no dudes who got a life have no more kids. You get life, ain't no more from your generation. It's not like that in every country, but out here in California, that's how it is. You get life, you ain't putting no more babies out here in this world. You get life, you can't have sex, no conjugal, no nothing. You could be married and all that already. No more, none of that, because that one dude. Same thing with tobacco. One dude it was a money grab. It wasn't that he said, hey, I can catch cancer. I don't smoke cigarettes. And this dude who's my celly smoking cigarettes. So he sued CDC, California Department of Corrections. And they said, okay, we just gonna stop all cigarettes. Not say, let's house niggas who don't smoke together and niggas who do smoke together. You see, it's always a punishment for everybody to stop it. It's the way they use it. It's the same thing as us getting our damn vote rights. For us to be able to vote in civil rights, okay, we gonna give y'all that. But we gonna kill Martin because what the fuck, after we give him these civil rights, that nigga gonna want to do? He might been the first black president. We getting his ass out of here. Because you cut the head, they don't know what the hell his mind was on next. That scared them. He wants civil rights now. What he gonna want next?
Look, when we look at how just man and woman history has been evaluated, we can come to a very good agreement that the biggest void that's in, it doesn't matter what color it is, life is, there's a lack of masculine leadership. I can't imagine not having. I have my dad's still with me, getting ready to be 69 years old. I had my dad with me my whole life. I took care of children that didn't have their father in their life until I arrived, and I seen the biggest difference of the emotional, the physical, and the spiritual aspect of not having a man to tell you ain't supposed to do that. You need to do this. Having an example of this is how you get up and go to work. Something as simple as, hey, son or daughter, let me show you how to change a tire on your car, change your oil, your brakes, your this, your that. Yeah. Let me show you how to cut grass. Let me show you how to take out trash.
I'm with somebody now for a few years that got boys. They got 2 boys, 2 girls. I got mine, they got theirs. But they kids, they boys, right? Something that she was like, damn, they ain't never did that. And see, I understand it because my dad was a man is able to do this to another man to be. When a man talks to another young man, he's going to cry. He ain't got to put his hands on him. That's how my pops did me. My pops talk hard to me. I get the sniffling and shit, eyes watering up, my throat hurting because I'm trying to hold it in. Don't cry, nigga. Don't let him know, nigga, he getting you. But he got me. And he know, every real man know, I ain't got to go touch this nigga. When I tell him, you think you ready, nigga? You hearing shit like that from a grown man that you scared of, that you know you ain't got that man strength. I can make you shit your ass cry. Your mama can't do that. You gonna be like, man, get out of my way. Move. But when that father's in the house, right? What mama's always been able to say from back in the day, when y'all daddy get home, I'ma tell him. When she see y'all don't give a fuck about what she say, I'ma tell y'all daddy. Everybody starts zooming the shit. I'ma clean it. Why? They ain't gotta whoop you. You just scared of what it might be more worse than hers.
But I gotta switch a word out. I don't think it had anything to do with being scared. It had everything to do with fear. Because I was never
fear and respect and the
I was never scared
and the
of my
respect
dad.
level.
I was never scared of my dad. I was in fear of letting him down and what the fucking consequence was going to be.
Yeah, and that's it. Look, Pops is sleep, right? Y'all don't look. Mama sleep. Look, she the one cooking and all that. Mama sleep. Y'all running around. I ain't lying. Running around still, right? Pops, hey, your daddy up in there asleep. Y'all keep it down.
Oh shit!
TV went down to 5. TV went down to 5. Nobody running around. Like you said, it's the fear of he's disappointed that y'all don't got no respect for him. He's like, what will that be? It's you need that father in the house, like for just the mom to use. Man, my baby mom used. Man, look what she called. Trey, get her out of hand. Call me, talk to him. He don't even want to come to the phone. I know his ass scared because I'm upset. Yeah, I ain't got any more. He don't even want to grab the phone. Tell him, put me on speaker. Grab the phone. He coming. Yeah, I know he is, because now I know he ain't wanting to come to this phone. Like things like that. Moms can't get that. They can't do that from a distance.
Because the mother is the nurturer part of the family. The father has always been the disciplinarian and the example. You cannot have one without the other. A man cannot raise children by himself.
Good cop, bad cop. Good cop, bad cop.
Balance. That's what marriage is.
Balance. Because I told my wife the same thing. I say, look, I figured it out. She said what I say. Innately, because you're a woman, you're going to think emotionally.
And it's not that. Look, they love Pops. Look, they love Pops. Look, I learned it. Yeah, I try to put parents against each other.
Like, we got to, I said, so if we can figure out a way to put that together, then we'll be there. Yeah, it ain't one.
Ain't no putting parents against each other, man. My parents seen that shit. Trying to ask this parent something, and the other parent already said no. What's your father say? Oh, so you gonna ask me what he said? I thought you would just be like, okay. I didn't know y'all need permission from each other. No, we in cahoots. Oh, y'all in cahoots. Oh, yeah, we were together before we even made you. So we got a bigger bond than you, little motherfucker. We love you, but you ain't gonna have us up in here arguing because your little trickster ass. Like, but nowadays, you got that. My pops never said a damn thing bad about my mama. Like, other than whatever I thought or in my mind, and the only things I thought that was bad was her whenever I was getting a whooping from either one of them. Yo ass the bad one today. Like, that's how I felt. Like, you the worst one today, motherfucker. You tripping. But none of them ever came to me like how I see this generation do. Like, if that parent pissed them off, left that parent, or anything they found out, they didn't come and say your daddy ain't shit and your mama this and that. And I didn't hear shit like that. That's between you two motherfuckers. That ain't me and their relationship.
On a deeper
go ahead.
level.
No, go ahead, Dion. Go ahead, Dion. I'll go after you.
What's messed up on a deeper level? The kid looks at you because it's like, well, you fucked with him, so how does that make your decision making? Like, it's a lot of deep shit that go on with that one little statement if you really look into it. Feel what I'm saying? Like, oh, you talking about somebody you messed with, and you messed with them enough to make me, so they had to be good at one point, so don't shit on them now.
that can go both ways, but I have to give your dad props for, and I do the same thing. I don't say anything negative to my children about, even if I disagree with something that their mother says. I've made that number one goal, because children naturally will take a side when they feel that the parent fraction is fractured. They're going to take the side. And a lot of times that's how we have when the father and the mother don't work out, and then the mother is bad mouthing the father, and then next thing you know, they're believing what the mom says strictly because the father's not in the picture enough.
And you know why? And this is the problem with it, right? And this is what I'm like. I know he probably, look, y'all broke up why? Yes, let's say the common thing, right? Daddy cheated. Daddy had some shit around the corner. I don't know, in the apartments. Daddy had some shit at work. Whatever it was, mama don't want to be with daddy no more. You know what, the woman, like some women, not all. From daddy, mama feeling like daddy don't care about her because of what he was doing. She say, daddy don't care about your ass. He out here fucking around and...
Uh-oh.
Oh, he blew his mic out.
Mad dog.
Well, I guess we got to pick up the pieces while he go fix his Cricket Wireless. But he brings up a good point. My mom got me with a lot of the venom. Hearing
you don't get to tell my child that.
You went out for a minute.
I seen that. I went on mute. You don't get to tell my child that I don't love them because I don't love you no more. You like your daddy don't love his family. No. I love my child. Me and you fell out of love, or I cheated. I fell in love with somebody else. However it came out, but because I did something that hurt you, you don't put that hurt on the child. Like, and I feel like
they do that on purpose, Trey. They do that on purpose because if I don't fuck with you, I wanted to make sure that your children don't fuck with you either.
No, it's like because you know what, I'm gonna tell you that, you know what that lets me know. What they say, they like to say men don't care, right? But that lets me know that the women who does that, you know, the father cares about the child. So that's your attack to him. See, why attack? You only attack people where you know their weakness is. You can attack people where you know they love what they love. And when women know that a man don't want them, or the other way around too, I ain't trying to have one side. When the opposite person don't want you, but they cool with the child, that other person don't like that. They might want to snatch the child. Oh no, we a package deal. Oh no, we a package deal. No, the hell y'all not.
And that's where I'm going to segue into the next subject. Shout out to any woman or man that are taking care of children that they did not have the joy to bring into the world, because I'm doing that and have done that, and I'm telling you, it's like parenting times 5. Because
hey, Ron backstage. Sorry. Ron just texted me. He backstage, T Price. I don't know if you're around.
I think that's Lemon Pepper Lou.
All right. He backstage, Lemon.
There you go. Oh, you say Ron time?
Yeah, I think Ron time backstage. Because you got to defeat not only, you know, the parenting narrative, but any baggage that child comes from. It's just like buying a house on hood and then having to gut it out and then to build it and renovate it to make it your own. When you're taking care of another person's child that you're making your quote unquote stepchild, and then you have the times when your wife or your baby mom wants to use both baby fathers against each other, or use we used to do this together and we're used to doing this. It causes a lot of problems, but you got to be a different type of man to be able to handle another man's child and still raise them as your own, and you know, give them that guidance, because it's very easy, especially when you get pushback from children that are not yours. I don't like calling it stepchild. It's still a child. When you get pushback, you're not my father, or you're not this, you're not that, and you still raise and take care of, and it's a long process before you get that respect, before you get that love. So any man that's ever did it, my heart goes off to you, because I've done it 3 times over, and I know it's very different from just raising your regular children with one woman or whatever the case may be. So shout out to y'all out there.
And you ain't got Lou number neither.
Let me see if I can text Lou. I hope it don't kick me off. Hold on.
I know Rod, I got something to say about this NFL week. I know he got a lot to say.
Fellas.
There you go.
What's up with my bros, man?
What up with it?
Everything's right in the world now that you here.
Nah, man. Trey, I meant to get back with you yesterday, man, but I got a call, man. My nephew ended up getting killed, man.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
And listen, it's unbelievable, y'all. I don't have 3 deaths in 1 week, y'all. My nephew, my cousin, and then my little brother, a little dude my mom, adopted and brought into the family. His mom just passed.
Oh, man, my condolences goes out to you and your whole family, man. I'm going to have you in my prayers tonight.
I appreciate it, man, because it like my nephew, this is a tough one to swallow, y'all. Trey, and I got the call when I was on the phone with you, Trey.
Oh man, hey, damn,
Remember when I said,
man,
I'll
I'm
call you
sorry,
right
bro.
back? Remember when I said I'll call you right back?
Yeah, bro.
That was getting the call then, man.
Damn, bro. Hey, damn, bro.
The word. It is what it is. Little nigga lived hard, he died, and he lived
I'm gonna
hard.
say this, man. I'm gonna say something that's old school, right? It's old school, but I understand it now because now my asshole. He in a way better place, bro. No more suffering, bro. Everything way better, bro. Go pay streets. You feel me?
Right.
Jesus face, Moses. Let me holler at y'all. I need to know something. He's seeing all the family, all the ancestors. Like, even though we want them to be here with us, that's how good of a person that they is. That's how much they love, bro. That's a part. One day, bro, you gonna have somebody feeling like how you feel right now. And it ain't your choice. We wish we could be here forever. But that is not how God got it plotted out.
I was calling my sister and shit, and I'm not getting no call because my niece called me. So when I got over there, I mean, I'm like, everybody like, yo, shit is up. Motherfuckers is crazy and shit. Like you know what I mean? So I'm like, Nate, where the fuck is your phone at? I've been calling you for like the last 2 hours. She said, what the fuck I need a phone for? My baby can't call me no more. And that shit killed me. That shit killed me, Trey. My sister like, my baby can't call me no more. What the fuck I need a phone for? And I was
you
like,
know what? And it's sad because, my parents don't post it. They parents want the kids to put them in the ground. Period. Point. Don't want to. I didn't birth you to bury you. Okay. I didn't bring you here to bury you. You supposed to bury me.
That's a fact, man. That shit stink. That like this little nigga, the little nigga I was telling you, Trey. Remember when I told you a story, man? My nephew was 18 months and my sister kicked him out the house?
Yeah.
And he had to come live with that same nephew.
Damn, bro.
Word. When he man, shit crazy, man.
Like he was like it's like on one of those. It's like, is it problems or it was natural?
It's problems. Oh, niggas gonna die behind this shit.
Oh yeah.
That nigga. The crazy part about it, nigga went out to a club, right? So he placed a food order. And he waiting for his food. They never got him his food. So now he gets in front like, yo, where my food at? He had his ticket. They told him the kitchen was closed. You feel me?
Yeah, that's bullshit. Where I done already paid and all that. No, it's bullshit.
And Trey, all this nigga know is 0 to 100. You feel me?
No, I ain't gonna lie. No, sometimes you gonna go 0 to 100. Nigga hungry. A nigga hungry. It's a nigga that's hungry. This ain't just somebody that's hungry. I'm a nigga and I'm
Salute,
hungry.
my brothers. What's good with everybody?
So that,
Hey,
What's
what
him,
up,
up,
big
B?
Bro,
bro?
what up, T Price?
him and the people got
What's up,
into it.
fam? What's up, Lulu?
The dude told him, man, matter of fact, you about to get the fuck up out of here. And he went to punching on the dude. You feel me? Security rushed my nephew, man. They poked that nigga up, man, and threw that nigga out the fucking window, bro.
What the
Wow.
fuck?
They threw my
So
fucking
having
nephew out the fucking window, bro.
mm.
Damn,
Run
bro.
time.
Hey, that right there sound like I know you get the bro. That sound like that's a case too, though, on their ass.
Man, yo, come to find out, the place ain't have no liquor license, no entertainment license, no nothing.
Well,
It sound
well,
like
I got.
it sound like those niggas should be. I don't know if they got bail money, but it sound like they had some handcuffs. Cause I know I do security. You can't throw no nigga out no window, bro, or poke him up if your life ain't in danger with a lethal weapon.
And well, I gotta ask this question, Ron Time. How are you holding up? I know you're a solid ass nigga. You're someone I actually love, like everybody else on this panel. But how are you holding up with all this shit?
I ain't even gonna hold you, Mark. Nephew, that shit, like, this shit sting. I just did a couple funerals
What
last
happened,
week.
bro?
Like,
I
this
came
shit
in late. I don't
sting.
know what's going on.
This shit
What happened?
sting, bro. Like,
Sound like somebody murdered his nephew, bro.
Oh, you talking about the nephew you've been telling me about, Ron?
yeah, man, this shit sting,
Oh
man.
man, my condolences, bro. Man,
And this what makes me so mad. You got the duty punching on, right? And I'm just saying as men, I'm
hmm
fighting this one dude, and then two
hmm
more security guards come. Y'all can't get the best of me without stabbing me and shit and throwing me out the fucking window. What's wrong with y'all? What kind of pussy ass, sissy ass shit is that? Y'all don't got a
well,
taser, first of all. Security? You don't have a taser? You don't have a mace? Are you an
Man,
armed guard? You got a billy stick? I mean, you
listen,
don't have a club,
man,
nothing to
I
subdue a
ain't,
motherfucker without harm, like to danger? No.
man, I ain't even gonna front, bro. Like, that shit went up on Facebook, man. This nigga got my whole city in a frenzy. You feel me? Because he was ultra popular. You feel me? East side, west side. They call him West Side too. You feel me? Like he was just one of them dudes who was on the scene all the time. Like he just like everybody knew that nigga. You feel me? So like, man, my sister like, bro, I had to deactivate my Facebook page. She said, yo, nephew shut the whole city down, bro. And I'm just like, man, this shit's still. I ain't
Look,
even gonna hold you.
I'm already know. Look, I done pour me. I done pour me 2 shots right now. I ain't there with you, but
Man,
I'm shotting them right now to you, bro. I'm telling you right now. Look, these shots going up right now.
I
I'm
appreciate
gonna
you,
do
bro.
mine when I come back. I'm gonna do mine
I
when I
ain't
come back
gonna
in the
hold you,
house.
man.
It's time for some puff give right now. But
Well, I'm
man,
gonna
my
say this, Ron
condolences, bro.
Time. I'm gonna say this,
Man,
Ron Time. I fucked with you for about 3 years. Have nothing but love and respect for you. I don't give a damn what the time on the clock is. If you ever need me, you just reach out and I'll be there, man.
Man, them niggas up on the scoreboard on me right now, man.
Man,
These faggot ass niggas up on the scoreboard on me and my peoples, man. And don't nobody go up on the scoreboard on us, bro. Like these
yeah,
niggas done brought some demons out, my nigga.
I'm gonna say this. I know where look, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm not saying, look, however you feel is how you feel, but I'm gonna just ask you to do this though. Before any decision you make, bro,
Pray on it.
talk to the Most High, bro. No matter what you come up with, make sure He with you though on that journey.
yeah, that's a
Cause
fact.
he gonna give you, if you talk to him, he gonna give you the right decision, bro. And it don't matter like however it is. Just make sure you talk to God though before you decide anything, bro.
Not only that, you have to understand that this type of shit can wreck families, not just one family. It can wreck
I
multiple
just was
families.
talking about this, bro, before you came on here. I said When do it stop? When do the revenge stop? Because it can continue, and that's what's wrong with
Yes,
gangbang.
but
You
generation to
take one of
generation.
ours, we gotta take 3 of theirs. Now you want to take 5 of ours. Now we gotta take 10. But we still hurting the mothers. We still, and I just want to put, and I'm not saying that, and what I'm saying is nothing is right on that end, but I'm gonna say this. I don't want to lose you, bro,
Right.
either.
Right.
And that
That part.
means as in, I don't want you to lose yourself, your family, to
I
Yes.
to
don't. I don't.
revenge your own family. You feel me? I
To
want you to be
to
in your right, clear mind.
to speak
I
on
want
what
you to feel
Trayvon.
like what you do is this the best thing for Ron Tom family, his baby mother, his children, not just his family that he was born in and that he loves too. It got to be best for everybody.
Basically, what Trayvon is saying, Ron Time, is we love you and we don't want to lose you too. We
Yeah, bro, and I'm
understand.
not saying nobody gonna take you as in something happens. You can go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We both those type of niggas. Bro, we know. You can be somewhere else still alive, but you will never be on this side of the gate, bro. You be on that other side of the gate. That's still losing you too, and now your family. And then guess what? Now you can't protect nobody in your family.
Right. And who am I going to
So
talk
I
about the
know
Denver
it's a
Broncos with?
cold situation, bro. Hey, look, this is those situations, bro, where it make you cry because you don't know what side to be on. You don't know if to embrace your evil or to embrace, you know what I mean, to turn the other cheek and just
This is
support your family and love them. Do my sister just need me to be there for her, or do I need to go do something?
this is that crossroad point in our lives that we come across multiple
Hey, let me
times.
just ask Ron. Let me just talk to Ron. Hey, Ron, Tom. Hey,
Yeah, what up?
My nephew. You already know, right? When you when you gonna be in Georgia, right? So my nephew, I'm gonna send you a picture of him, man. That nigga got tall as a bitch, bro.
Oh yeah.
This nigga, yeah, my sister got him in football and everything, and he already told my sister, I want to play for Coco's friend when I go visit my family in New York. It's like, who is that? His name is Ron Time. It's like, yep, that's what he gonna do. My sister's like, well, he know my sis, the dude. Like, yeah, 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 man. I'm gonna, hey, man, keep your head. Hey, man, I remember you tried to call me Sunday. Did it happen Sunday? Did you try to call me on WhatsApp
What
Sunday?
what day was that I was talking to you, Trey?
Let me. I got it. That was just 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
So what's
Today's
today?
what? Today's
Wednesday?
Tuesday, so that's
Today is
Sunday.
Tuesday. Today Tuesday.
Yeah, you called me, bro, and I tried to answer it, but then I was like, man, it's like all the times Ron trying to call me. Now all of a sudden I couldn't connect. I was like, it was crazy, bro.
Let me
Man,
make
I
sure.
did not. Man, prayers
Let
up,
me
bro.
make
But
sure.
for my brother, man, 'cause we all know we all man on the same
Hey,
string.
you know what? It
That's
happened Saturday, Ron. It happened Saturday.
it was
Me
Saturday.
and you
Okay,
was on the phone. We start talking at 3:56, bro, on
okay.
Saturday,
So you,
October
yeah,
4th.
I looked in that WhatsApp. Yeah, you called me Saturday too. Yeah,
Yeah.
cause yeah, I was trying to answer. I was like, man, I was like, any other time I could answer Ron Tom calls, like, why all of a sudden now I can't answer? I tried to call you back, you kept on saying, I was like, whatever it is, he'll if it's support or anything, he'll reach
Hey,
out and
look,
everything
I
like
knew it
that,
was
man.
something, right? I knew it was something. I thought it was more like just something in your in-house. You know what I mean? I don't know. Baby mama,
Hmm.
wifey, I'm like that. Like maybe he like I'm gonna hit you because you like I'm gonna just hit you right back, bro. It ain't go. It's just a second, and it just turned into never. So I'm not about to hit back. I don't know what's going on. That's how I am. Hey, bro, going. Look, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna just chill and wait till they hit me. But I'll tell you
Yeah, that's
this,
what I was
bro.
waiting for.
I'm gonna tell you this. I used to be that young homeboy. I used who you want to rock to sleep. You feel me? Who you want to put the bottle in their mouth and put them to sleep. And it's times for that, right? It's in the Bible. It's a time for each and everything.
Yep.
But like I said, I think you should have you a great conversation with the best person in the world, the Most High. I think you should have a hard look at your family yourself and just think about how you should do it. should you know what I mean? How should I cover my family with this? How should I do this? How should I cover my family with this? And make sure, and make sure that Ron Time and his family gonna always be all right at the outcome of it. That's my thing, bro. At the end of the day, I feel the extent to your family through you. I'm connected to you, but I'm connected to your family. You seen I'm that same dude when you told me it was your birthday. I'm like, put it on there. Let me tell her she done did it. One more up. We got one more in there. Graduation. I'm that dude. So, but I still want Ron here though. That's my bro.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
I don't want no look. We already lost one of our brothers that been on here streaming with us, and I don't even know what that. Well, I know it was medical, but I know y'all ain't forgot about our boy in Washington.
My boy LB from Virginia. Man, I think about LB every day.
That right there,
Man.
man. I miss hearing his streams. You feel me? I miss
He
being
always
on
be
here
cooking
hearing his
right now
vocal
because
point.
baseball.
So
It's
I'ma
baseball
always
playoffs.
tell my
Man.
niggas, look, I can't tell you. I know this. I can't tell you what to do, but I want to have that little voice, just like everybody else on here done told you. I want that little voice that when shit getting a little hard, even if you gotta call me, I want to be that little voice like, damn, my nigga said this and it's bothering me. I just want to be that voice that make you think twice.
Listen,
Yeah.
I've been doing a whole lot of thinking, man. Like this shit, but that shit that like it's fucked up because the way we rock, don't nobody go up on a scoreboard on us. You feel me? Like, and right now, niggas up on the scoreboard on us.
Scoreboard. I feel you.
Got the 2-point conversion, but this one they close to home. You feel me? This one was home. You feel me? So it's just like, man, yo,
Is they
crazy.
acting like they in the right, bro? Is they acting like security was in the right?
Like niggas got word of what it was, but like the nigga MIA type shit. The police done said it was a homicide, but they ain't made no arrest, and God forbid that they don't. You feel me? So it's like, so it's like they ain't made no arrest, but niggas know what happened type shit. You feel me? But the spot that it was at, the niggas who was the security is the peoples of the niggas who own the bar type shit. You feel me? So all them niggas, I don't know what story they gave the police or whatnot, but you know what I mean?
So basically, it's more of a he ain't doing his job. It's more of a family thing, like a gang. Like they got some connection type of shit. Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, yo, man, like, but like the streets know what happened. You feel me? Niggas done came back and reported to the
tell you,
family.
that nigga ain't no. Hey, like you said, he's family to that place. So it lets me know the nigga got a guard card probably, or he probably don't. You feel me? Why you gotta run? Because I'm telling you, as security, bro, my mind wouldn't even went to nothing lethal, bro. If you don't have nothing lethal, I'm not the police, bro. I cannot do no shit like that.
He got on the run because you know what it's hitting for, my nigga. Like niggas like, nigga, y'all did what, the who? And then, okay, y'all fuck him up, but then the nigga dies a day later. Everybody like, oh, you niggas know y'all done fucked up, don't y'all? You niggas know y'all done fucked up. The whole city is like, yo, y'all know y'all done fucked up. The niggas out there who did that shit to two, y'all know y'all done fucked up.
Yeah, and now you hiding. That's how you know. That's what makes it all bad. You hiding. Look,
Guilty.
as security, bro. When I didn't had to put my hands on niggas, bro. I'm being real. I didn't put my hands on niggas and cuff them up, bro, and call the police myself and be waiting, cause I know I'm in the right.
Hey, yo,
when a nigga gotta run, bro, I'ma tell you that nigga probably ain't even got no guard card.
It's like, hey, yo, it's fucked up because niggas talk about nigga hightailed it and all that shit. And the niggas that I fuck with, Trey, you probably could relate to this because you know the history of this shit. I fuck with some Monster Cody type niggas. You feel me?
Yeah. I know what you meaning, bro. I know. And look, it don't even matter. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying, bro.
Them niggas on some shit like, yo, them niggas on some shit like, yo, if we can't get you, we gonna get the closest one to you.
And look, that's what I was gonna say. That nigga on the run and put his family in danger for being on the run. Because we gonna either you gonna come out and play, or we gonna endanger somebody to you to where you make yourself
They did
available.
accept available. Yep, that's it.
Cause
And
now
that's
you mad. We gonna make
and
you show up to a funeral. We gonna make you show up to revenge. And that's what I'm saying. If you know you was not in the wrong, right? You might be, and it's not saying that you take the hurt from a family. Just think, if you doing security, you're an armed guard, dog. You're an armed guard. You're trying to get this man out of here peacefully. But he pull a piece. He go to his car while he catch you coming. Now, unfortunately, something goes wrong for him, right?
hmm
You're not going to run, though, Ron, when you know you tried everything to let this man go home alive. They know they fucked up, bro. That's something to where I feel like when you told me that dude is on he's on the DL, he's OT, he may be out here in California or some shit. That lets me
Yeah,
know
sure.
that you might not have a guard card and that business will get closed. Everything is crooked over there. You know, and I'm saying I know this because we got businesses like that out here. I got homeboys that got homies that don't got something legally, but they trying to put some money in the nigga pocket and get the nigga a job.
Trayvon, can I interrupt you to say this?
Go ahead. You ain't interrupting me. You can add on or put some extra on it.
It's funny how this conversation has went full circle. Because we were just talking about this. We were just talking about the element.
No,
When I would listen to Ron Town talk, I hear that pain, that hurt. I hear that trying to make the right decision versus the decision that is coming off of the way you. Whenever you lose a family member,
yeah, yeah.
that's a different type of pain.
You
that's
just
That's
that's
want
not
to
like
pain,
you want to
right?
revenge him. Yeah, you want to avenge him. Whenever you lose him to murder, you're not thinking about legal rights, none of that. You're thinking about I want to avenge my family member.
And not only
where
that, let me just add on to what he said though too. Not only that, adding on to a person that get murdered that don't bother nobody. Then the people that and them family members that's like that, like me, I don't bother nobody. Like me, you know what I'm saying? I holler at y'all. Hey Trey, what's my favorite saying I should tell you? I talk to you more than I talk to my own family. Ever since
Yep.
I've been out here, it's
But
not even close.
Ron, I'm gonna tell you, hey, God works in mysterious ways, bro. And this could be a test. This could
that's
be
where I
a
was
test.
going
This
with
could
that.
be a test for all y'all, bro. This could be a test for God to see if it's in you or if it's out of you. Because what God say though, bro, I'm
Yes.
gonna say this to you though. If nobody else
Vengeance
say
is
it, and I
mine;
know
I will repay.
revenge is in God say leave revenge in my hands, bro. And that's why I was telling them earlier. My homeboy, something happened to him. I chose not to do nothing, bro, and it bothers me. I know a lot of niggas like, damn, why my nigga, whatever they call me out here, why my nigga ain't doing damn what the I'ma do something that me and him used to talk about. Me and him used to do so much bad shit under the sun that we just wanted to live right. Nigga, we was tired. So I'ma continue that. That's the way I'ma do it. He wouldn't want me to do this and fuck up everything again.
One time, I've been in a situation where a family member did something to my child, and I'm gonna tell you, I went to a very dark place. I went to a place I haven't went to in years. I'm gonna tell you, I had the opportunity to make a phone call. And it took about a couple of weeks for me to dial the number and then hit end and send a text and just say, never mind. I know the mental part that you're going through right now, but I'm going to tell you something that got me through it. Not only prayer, but looking at myself in the mirror and say, are you willing to live with the consequence no matter what this brings you? And I'm not going to lie to you, I couldn't live with it when I got babies to raise. I got a wife to take care of, and I got a house to maintain.
Facts.
No, this is not a challenge to if you a loyal man. We all know you're a loyal man. This is not a challenge if you a bad motherfucker because you are a bad motherfucker. But what this is reality now. That's your nephew. That's your boy. You cried for him. You bleeded for him. You raised him. You put food in his mouth. But the stakes is high, like 1996. Daylight Soul. The stakes is so high now You got a little baby girl that needs her dad. Let's not fuck around and forget. You are a man. You are a father. You are a provider. You have people that you are coaching that's looking up to you. This decision is not just going to affect you, my guy. It's going to affect
Yeah.
everybody in your circle, great or small. This is going to affect the YouTube community. The people that's on this panel is going to be affected. Please, my guy, vengeance is the most high. He will repay. Because
Yes.
once you go down this road, there is no
No
coming
coming back.
back.
Yep, that's a fact.
And I love
Ain't
you.
nothing.
And I'm telling you this from the heart.
Yeah. Yes. I'm with it. I'm with it. Whatever he's saying.
I waited too. I was gonna hit him up later anyway, and I seen him. I seen him text me. He was like, "I'm
Hey,
backstage." I
bro.
was like, "Oh."
You got
I was like,
niggas
"That's
that
Lemon Pepper
love you,
Lou."
bro. You got niggas that love you in other states, bro, that it's gonna affect, bro. It don't matter if you come out the victor. Also, with a, you know, this is a loss either way. Because I know how we talk, bro, and you don't want to be that nigga no more.
It's
I
not
know
even.
how you talk to me. You talk how I talk to you. We know that side. We trying to get away from that. We trying to get close to the Most High. And I know
And
shit
I,
like this. This is the devil, bro. I'm
Trying to
telling you.
bring out the old Ron time.
yeah,
He don't want
yeah.
this new Ron time. He wants the old Ron time. That's
Because
what
you're
he
doing
wants.
something right, bro. So he needs to pick at you. He needs to hit you where it hurts, where you feel like it's right, but you know it's wrong.
Hey,
Your
yo,
pride is affected. So,
I'm not.
and many decisions have been made based off of pride and not
Yeah.
reality.
Yo,
Look,
I ain't
I know
even
what
gonna
you're
hold
going
y'all.
through, bro. My sister came at me like this once. I know what you're going through. How can I look my sister in the eye? She looks to me for safety, protection.
Facts.
I know what's all going through your mind, the family. Everybody who knows me, they know this certain rhyme time. They waiting for that. But that rhyme time, he don't stay out here with his family, man, with his kid.
I ain't even
He would
So
gonna
have been.
hold y'all, bro.
it's
I ain't even gonna
and
hold.
this is something that people don't want you to deal with. It's a
Listen,
man, support your family by being out here with them, by
I ain't even
by
gonna hold y'all,
supporting
bro.
them, by being available, but
I
not
ain't,
risking taking yourself from them.
listen, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. That little Kermit with the black hoodie, that nigga been on my shoulder all week, bro.
I know.
Like word, like nigga just Kermit with the black hoodie. If you know, you know. You feel me?
Yeah, I already
That
know how
nigga been
that
on my
go.
shoulder all week in my ear, nigga.
Yeah, you got that look, that black Air Force One energy.
Like, nigga, told you if you don't stay active, niggas gonna think you weak. Like shit like that. Like nigga, I've been telling you, nigga, you
Yeah,
gotta stay active out here, nigga. Ain't no retirement for niggas like us. Like, nah, I mean, like that shit been on
yeah,
my
yeah,
shoulder all fucking week, bro. That type of shit
yeah.
been on my shoulder all week, bro. All in my ear.
But
Kermit with the black hoodie.
I'm gonna tell you, and look, you know what that is. You know what that. Hey, look, it's like a tattoo. That shit like a tattoo. Once you active again, you can't unactivate because you already realized what you did gonna bring revenge towards you.
Ron time.
Hmm?
Every Terminator has to self destruct in order to stop. And you're a Terminator. You've already turned that shit off, my guy. Once you turn it back on and start seeing red, the only way it's going to end is you got to end yourself.
Yeah,
And
bro. I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm seeing it in your face. Like, yeah, I'm looking at you, bro. I'm looking
we're
at
all
you, bro.
looking at
I'm
you.
keeping it 1,000 with you, bro. I'm keeping it 100,000 with you right
I can
now.
see the devil on his shoulder
I
right
can
now. To
see
be
the
real.
I don't give a fuck in your face, bro. I can see the
Hmm.
I don't give a fuck in your face.
Remember,
It,
the devil, he waits for the right
it's
opportunity.
opportunity. Yep, and your
He
weakest
did the
point.
same. He did the same thing with Jesus. Remember, he wasn't after Jesus when he was preaching and healing, and no, he waited for him to go on a 40-day fast, and he was tired, and then he showed up at the right moment, trying to seduce him and trying to give him temptation. Look, You're at a low point right now. We all can agree on that. But shaking hands with the devil is going to be the end of you, not the end of
Yeah.
him.
He know you just as good as God know you, bro. He in the look, when you thinking about doing some people, I don't care what it is, if it's good or bad, it's you, God, and Satan in that room knowing what happened.
Hey yo, the crazy. Hey yo, this crazy. Hey yo, G shit. This crazy, right? This real shit, right? I get a call from the president of my organization earlier, right? This my bro. You feel me? The dude who started the football team that I'm the vice president for. So he like, yo, bro. He like, man, I've been calling you for like 2 days. He like, the kids asking where you at? Like, you ain't been to practice. You ain't did nothing. Like, yo, what's good, my nigga? I'm like, man. And he like, bro, I already know. He like, yo, where you at? That's all niggas say. I said, man, I'm chilling, bro. He like, nigga, where's you at? I'm like, I'm around the way, my nigga. He like, first thing nigga asked, you with your cousins? I said, nah, bro. He said, all right, I'm about to pull up on you. Know what I mean? Nigga pulls up on me. That nigga like, yo, bro, you gonna have to eat that one. That nigga said, he said, nigga, the whole coach, like he said, nigga, all the niggas up there who coach, when they heard Toot got killed, they're like, oh, this nigga Ron time about to go crazy. Ain't no more football for this nigga, you feel me? Because they know, and they like, and all them niggas knew that nigga, you feel me? Whether they liked him or not, but they knew who the fuck he was, and they like, oh yeah, niggas got with Toot. That's gonna extract swift, harsh punishment. You feel me? Like
Can
niggas
I take
know that niggas.
Can I take you back to the color
No,
purple?
hold on. But I'm not. I'm
Okay.
not just saying. I'm not just saying they already know how his family is. But I'm not just saying that. I'm just saying like this nigga ran with some demons. You feel me? The nigga that listen, bro. The nigga daddy, about in November, about to come home from a 22-year sentence. You know the only time you know what type of time you on when you get that type of time. You feel me?
Yeah.
The nigga had 80 years, but he gave it back. He gave 60 of it back on the technicality.
I'm gonna say
That
this though, right
that
now. I'm gonna
nigga
say
took
this. I'm
that
gonna say
nigga
this
took
out of I'm gonna say this to you, bro, for a second. I'm just fit to pray. Most High, I ask that you give Ron Ton the guidance, the mindset that he needs in this situation. I ask that you be with his family, with his sister, Most High. Be with her in her loss and her trials and her tribulation that she's going through with this, also with him. But I really want to pray for my friend that you really guide him to make the best decision for himself and his family and his kids. In Christ's name, in Yeshua's name, I pray, amen.
Amen.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna take you back to the color purple. God is trying to tell you something, right, Ron? He's trying to tell you something right now, not yesterday, not the day before that. He's trying to tell you something right now. We're all speaking in unison because we know how this is going to end. I don't want to lose you. And I know that probably sounds a little gay, but so what? I don't want to
No, it don't
lose you.
sound. Hey, look, nah. It don't sound gay. That's the new generation with that Paul shit. Nah, it sounds
Hmm.
like somebody that cares about somebody.
Hey, man, I ain't even going front right now, man. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this shit. You feel me? Like I'm still trying to wrap my head around this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to wrap around, fam, because that's flesh and blood, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing about life itself, because you ain't gonna know the answer yet. You feel what I'm
It,
saying? Because
and
I
I'm gonna
already
say
told you,
this: it's
Ron.
not
I
about
want to see
wrapping
you in
your.
December, man. I want to see
It's
you in
not about
December, man.
wrapping your head around it, right, bro? It's about accepting it. That's
Right,
that's
that
our
part.
problem,
Yes.
bro. That's why things go on and on because we don't accept what someone bad decision was. Look, you never become the monster that you hate. You're mad because of what your family going through. Whoever did this, I don't think his mom's like that. I don't think she agrees. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I mean. And so she gotta feel like your sister. It's wrong is wrong, but you can put the right on it to support her, bro. God, like my man said, it's in his hands, bro. That man will get caught. That man will be crucified in the way that we crucify people now by going to prison, bro. But do not lose yourself. When they came to capture Christ, Peter cut that guard ear off.
The son of
God
the high
say
priest.
no. Yeah,
It was the
he
son
said
of the high
no.
priest.
Yeah,
Yep.
he said no. He put his ear right back on. Look, put his ear right back on. Look, right
See,
after that, look
Yep.
what Peter do. Peter was just filled with rage to kill for Jesus. Christ told him, you're going to deny my name 3 times before the rooster crows. And he did it. You was just ready to kill for him. But when you seen what they was doing to Jesus and what they said they was going to do, you had to change the heart. But did that make Christ not love you? Did that make you not be able to make it into the great gates? No, he knew that you had a greater thing to live for. I need you to write what you seen. I need you to turn people towards me. This is not where your mission ends. So I want you to feel like that. You don't have to end your mission, bro, with violence. Your mission can be with making sure violence don't happen again.
He
And
also
another thing, I
uses.
just want to,
Go
I want
ahead.
to
Go
add
ahead,
in.
T. Price.
I just
Go
want
ahead.
to. One thing I always learned from my dad, and dealing with death, like it hurt, like especially y'all know me, Ron Time, you like a big brother to me, for real, for real. When nobody was rocking with me, you was always there for me every step of the way, and no matter what, the more you go through, the more blessings in life. It's hard to wrap your head around it. It's hard for me to even wrap my head around it, because I know how you are. I know your story, all that, bro. Don't let that jump break you, bro. I want to see you in December, bro. I want to see you in December in front of my family. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. I'd already told my little sister. I'm like, all right, y'all keep thinking I don't be knowing people that. All right, you're gonna see. Yeah, his team just played today. Matter of fact, yeah. Like, yeah, man. Like for real, bro. Hey, I'm here for you, bro. I'm gonna give you a call later. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna start doing a little roll call. I know my boy Trey, man. Me and Trey used to talk all the time. I know Trey been working, so whenever
Trey
my phone is
always tap
always,
in with me. Martavius always
yeah,
tap in with me. You tap in with me, like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
All
man.
the
Hey,
time, bro.
bro.
We good,
Hey,
but you
all the
know what,
time,
though?
man. I've
You
been
know what?
out of state, out of mind.
Off that
Go
shit.
ahead.
You niggas said some good shit, and I want to leave that shit like it was. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love what Trey said. I love what Martavius said, man. You know what I mean? I love what you said, Price. I love you niggas. You know what I mean? Niggas some good niggas, man. That's why I fucks with y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, so,
man.
The
'Cause,
feeling is
hey,
mutual.
it's always
Go ahead.
gonna be that way. It's always gonna be that way till the wheels fall off, man.
yeah,
Because,
for sure, show. And it's,
like I said,
Hey, look, hey,
we
real
met.
niggas
That's
tell
why I
you
love
both
Ticket,
ends,
man. Because
right?
we gonna know each other because of Ticket. You know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead,
Shout
big
out
bro.
to
Go
him.
ahead, big bro. But I just feel like, hey, we know how you feel. We know the first action. We know, but we don't feel like we being real niggas if we don't tell you the consequence too.
oh, for sure, show. For sure,
You know,
show.
I want you to think both ways. Look, if it's worth losing that, let me bring up your kid. Cause I know when shit happen, bro, you don't care what you got. $1 million, $1 billion, kids, 50 of them. Hey, this shit I can't take. This shit a part of my DNA. I ain't never stood for no shit like this. So it's like, we are niggas. I know how me and you talk. We don't like that when the police take us away from our family. So I'm gonna give you the look at it. You're making this decision. You know what I mean? It's not a promise that you're gonna get away with anything that you know what I mean, that you do that you shouldn't probably do. No matter how right it feels, we gonna be real. My family can be starving. We ain't got nothing. But should I go rob something and then I'm not even here to go hustle or nothing or trade or do anything to get them nothing? Yeah, that's a reality, bro. That's a reality. So I just want to look, it's like chess. Hey, that's a good move. You like, oh, I'm about to take his rook. But is that gonna make you win the game though? Is you gonna
I'm
win
not
the
gonna
war?
right. I'm not gonna lose my queen just because I lost. You took a rook.
I want to take a little rook. Yeah, I want to take a little castle. I'm not about to lose my king or my queen for a little castle or a rook. Is that a good move just because I can get a body? Nah. So you gonna live, little rook. Yeah, little rookie. You gonna live. I'm gonna go over here and be strategic, and I'm gonna cut the head off the snake. You like, oh shit. I'm gonna let your little rookie ass think you got a kill, and then I'm gonna checkmate you.
Because the one thing that we're trying to help you understand, the way you feel right now is how you're supposed to feel, because death is not normal.
Exactly.
That's why we can never accept it.
Mhm.
We were never meant to die, period. So no matter, even if somebody was in the hospital for 40 years and you knew they were dying, even when they die, you still don't accept it. Your nephew was someone who was close to you, real close. So the thing about it, your emotions is on an all-time high right now. And you've lived longer than me. You've done things I haven't done. We've done both have done the same things, but the one thing we can agree on is if I was by myself with no kids or wife, maybe it'll be easier to slip back into a type of old personality. But you're not by yourself no more. You got so much to lose. So much to lose. And we don't want to watch another good man fall like that. We just look at what happened a couple of days ago when they found out that Mr. Lacey was innocent the whole fucking time.
Man, that
You
messed
know,
me up. I'm glad. You know what? You know what, man. You know what, man. That breaks my heart right there because and so much that this is my pain. You know what I mean? This is the pain that people that I know who I grow up with, they don't understand. They know the pain, but if you wasn't in the system, like most of us that that been locked up, you see what I'm saying? And you know how the game is played, you know how the cards is dealt after you get out and yada yada yada, and how this is so much swept under the rug. Like is this man in his own life, and he was end up innocent this whole entire. That's why I always wait until everything comes out. You know what I mean? Like I wait to, and it's just more of this. We can kill you, and we can kill your people, and don't be held accountable for it. But if it was the opposite of the shoe of the foot, you know it's what I'm saying, that what broke me right there. I'm like, man, this man took his life for nothing, and this man was innocent. This man should have been in the NFL, everything, and this man and got everything. Man, I've been keeping up with that case, man. That's sad, bro. But to his family, man, hey, give what y'all can, man, because that right there is crazy. It's crazy business. That's what they say. It's crazy work. That's crazy work right there, man.
and the crazy part about that T price, they're not even. I've even heard word that they're charging the girl that really did cause the accident.
Exactly.
No word, no word about it.
None. None. This what like cracks me up. It just like in my brain, like for somebody who used to be in that system over, and I had a low. I mean, I had a low felony. It should have been. It would have been a misdemeanor in any other states, but in Louisiana, it was a felony. So and me just seeing that and seeing other people that get charged with, like, come on now, like really, like, it's
Well, I
it's
feel
sad,
bad.
man.
I feel bad
Our
because
judicial system is we got, I ain't gonna go there, but uh, but paraphrase, we got a president that did every bunch of everything, and he's running the country and getting away walking around here. But carry on.
this is right up my alley because I was convicted of something similar.
I was
So
just about to say that, and I'm like, I know that I had to hit close to home because that's kind of similar to what, you know what I mean, what you and I discussed about, you know what I mean?
yeah, and I'm just that man. And I when I first heard about that accident, something didn't sit right with me. It didn't sit right at all. And I remember how he was saying he didn't do it. He just kept saying it over and over again. He didn't do it. And the way the media portrayed him that he was guilty,
Hmm.
just they took his combine invite away from him. He
Hmm.
wasn't even formally charged for real, because it was still in the investigation phase. And I know how that's like, because that's basically what it takes a while before the accident reconstruction is to happen. But the reason why it took so long because his car was never involved. They wanted to
That
say
part.
that he was speed racing, and they swerved out of his way, and then that's how he was 5 cars behind the initial accident. He just went around the accident, and the girl that caused the accident pointed his car out, and the officer that took the police report knew him and was ready to implicate him, knowing he was never at the scene of the accident to cause the accident in the first place. Where they have his own body cam that he's trying to coerce a witness of the accident, and the dude that he's trying to coerce is saying, well, that car didn't have nothing to do with it, and I really didn't slam on my brakes. The person that was behind me slammed on their brakes and went behind me and hit the car. And for this long, for this to come out, this man killed himself. Uh, when did he kill himself? Was it in January, or was it in like January, February?
Yeah, somewhere in there. I can't remember on top of the hand, but
Why
yeah.
is this coming out now, damn near
Now
6, 7, 8 months later?
it's just more to the wound, man. It's just, you know, because I know people in Louisiana. My lady, she's from, live in Louisiana, and just the homies that's out there was just like they were just saying like, man, this is nothing. But the man took his own life for nothing, and he was innocent the whole time. And what bothers me about this country is that they pick and choose when it's black. They just make it seem like we totally guilty, but now this man innocent. Now you want to sit there? Where was this energy at? I know it takes a while for stuff to come together, but I'm with Mark Taven on this one. What makes it takes it? Man, we in no we in October, man. Now you want to sit there and want to tell us now about it? Come on, man.
They tried to paint this young man as being this
He
villain,
wasn't a villain.
and he was just a young man on his way home. But you see how the media can turn something and turn it 180 degrees around and make people believe that that's actually a fact. You had Shannon Sharp's weak ass over there talking bad about him, and he didn't
Of
even have all
course.
the facts. You
I
had
wonder when they're gonna come out with their apologies about that.
oh, he ain't
They
gonna
not.
apologize. He ain't gonna fucking apologize, because that's what type of fucking trout mouth bitch ass nigga that he is. He's never gonna fucking apologize. Not at all. And I'll be shocked if he does, but I do not take Shannon Sharp seriously. He tried to jump on it because it was a hot take and it was hot news. And he literally compared it to the Oakland or the Vegas receiver that killed that woman in Vegas. He literally compared it to it. I watched that episode and I was like, dude, we don't even have all the information yet. How are you going to say that he was speeding? He literally said he was speeding. and there was no evidence that that happened. That family is in shambles, in fucking shambles, because of the opposite of justice, injustice. And all it would have took was, let's gather all the cameras in the area before we start doing charges or before we start pointing the fingers and see exactly what happened. But no, you got a black young man in an expensive Charger taking photos. You have this damn cop that's obviously jealous of him.
I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And the narrative is niggas with fast cars kill people. That's what the narrative was. And you had the whole United States, or the majority of the whole United States, believe in that shit. We can't bring this man back. We can't say sorry enough and everything is going to be okay. This man is gone. He's not coming back into the resurrection. You can't go to his mama's house and say, oh, we was wrong, my bad. We can't do that.
Like, look at this, look at this past weekend, man. That kid who took his own life was innocent from the start.
That's what we're talking about.
And now I seen a new video they talking about it was a black guy who said he caused the accident. I'm like, what?
No, that was the guy that the police officer that's now under investigation that took the police report. He tried to coerce him into saying that. He never said it. He told him exactly who caused the accident from the jump, and they went after Kyron Lacey anyway. It was a young girl. She blamed the Charger.
I seen on ticket it was another video where it was a brother who said Lacey caused the accident, and he talking about his car, the charge, and all that.
This is just ridiculous. There's no other way to describe it. This is a tragedy, a fucking tragedy. And now you know what that does? Every time somebody is accused of color of something, they could point back to this situation and say, you didn't believe Kyron Lacey and he was innocent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope his family does sue the city, and I hope that cop does get arrested.
I hope the cop and the girl that actually caused the man's death get arrested.
Yeah, it ain't the cop. The other one too. The one that caused the accident. She need to be getting charged and everything else.
Not just a vehicular homicide.
She got the color for the protection.
No, she's black.
No.
She is a black girl.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, do the crime, gotta do the time, right? That's what they should tell us.
Filing a false police report.
Ooh, that's
reckless driving.
Oh, I see all that on them YouTube videos, man. You got them. Hey, these women, boy, they be doing the most. Some of them.
The dude that she swerved behind says she was not looking at the fact that I put on my brakes. She swerved behind me and hit the car.
Yeah, I need to look this up again. I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot that she was black.
When they asked her what happened, she said, oh, I saw a green Charger speeding through and I swerved. We're in a day and age of cameras everywhere. You mean to tell me somebody who has a GED can sit up there and say, hey, why don't we go check the cameras for fucking cops and state accident reconstructionists has to be told to go search for all the camera footage?
My thing is, they waited that long to get that video out there. That long.
That lets you know it's a cover-up. It was a cover-up from the jump. They knew he was not involved. They knew it. You have to receive a police report from an accident within 72 hours. If that police report is not put in 72 hours, Guess what happens? Nobody's charged.
Oh, but check this out though. It just news just that's why I'm locked in. Shout out to my boy who just sent me. He just sent me this. LSU, Louisiana Police, and Conrad Lacey. It says that. Hold on, let me see. It says state police double down on saying LSU football player Conrad Lacey caused the deadly crisis despite the new video. Man, come on, man. You can't
How?
like
And she already
like
crashed
like
before the damn car was
just
even
talk.
the video clearly shows the crash happened. 13 seconds later, his car pulls up. How did he cause it? Does he have a time machine we don't know about?
No,
Oh
no. I'm gonna
man.
tell you this.
Hey, that happened. I was locked up in Homer, bro. I did 6 months there. I know
listen,
exactly
bro.
where that happened
Yeah,
at too.
y'all think like a lot of people laugh when I say this shit and I be talking. Bro, we live in a simulation, my nigga. They control the weather. They control the media. They control the radio. We see what they want us to see. We hear what they want us to hear. News is whatever they say it is.
That's fact.
Perception is the truth, is always going to be the truth. Regardless what the truth is, most of these people run around blind, it's going to be perception. You know what I mean? So they're going to change the narrative. They're going to make that because you want to know why? Because they already went in and fucked up and said that boy caused that accident. And they know that boy didn't cause that accident.
Hmm.
So
That
it's CYA.
Yeah, that shit that just came out, them videos and shit, they've been had them, but they just pissed somebody off and they put them shits out there. You feel me? But
Somebody didn't get all their blood money.
so somebody done pissed somebody off and they done put that information. So now they still have to spin it despite what the facts show. You feel me? Like people say the facts is the truth. I said, no, the fuck it ain't. The truth is whatever the fuck you perceive. I said, because you look at the facts a million times and you still don't want to believe that truth. It's whatever your perception is. And they control the perception because they drill that shit in your head. On CNN News. What do most Americans do? Scroll through their phone, watch TV type shit. Older generation watch TV. The television, they tell lies.
So we supposed to believe that Malcolm Jamal Warner just drowned. And
I
that's
don't.
it. We supposed
Man, that's what we're supposed to believe. Like, is that what actually happened? I have no clue. But yeah, that's what they want us to believe. That's what they told us to believe.
to believe that Angie Stone never got hit by a tractor trailer, even though there's people on Facebook Live that recorded it and then they confiscated the video. I seen the video. I know what my eyes saw.
Listen, they want you that you're gonna believe what we want you to believe. They control everything, bro. Like it's weird because I used to hear that shit a lot back in the days and shit.
Me
Like,
too.
and I used to be like, man, these motherfuckers bugging. But now, like getting older, I'm just like, man,
It's
y'all
so
know.
obvious that they are too, Ron.
I'm like, man, do y'all like it's some truth to every story. You feel me? I'm like, all these movies they put out, bro. I said, look at this shit. I said, look at that. I said, y'all remember the movie Enemy of the State?
hmm
Yeah. Even though it
Okay,
has bitch ass Will Smith and Lisa Bonet in it, but go ahead.
okay. Now, how
Here we
long?
go.
How long ago did they come out? How long ago did that movie come out?
That was like 99, 2000.
Okay, so that was let's say a quarter century ago. You hear me?
Hmm.
Look at the technology that they showed you they had then.
You know
Think
what?
about
My dad said this one time, and I remember because my dad used to always, he's a Marine, so any
it.
war movie, any type of military movie, he was on it. And I remember
Right.
we was watching what the hell was that with Tom Berenger in it? Was it Sniper? He was like any type of um technology that we see on a movie is
They
10 years obsolete.
it's 10 years obsolete. That like I try to tell people, like we got the smartphones, let's say 2007. The government was using them shits back in the 80s, bro.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That was what a sat phone was.
Yeah, these little
Mm-hmm.
devices that we got now, this little device that we got that got us all linked up together, that shit is considered the greatest invention ever. I'll just watch the countdown of the 100 greatest inventions of the world ever.
Ooh, let me say this, Ron Time. You remember that movie Eraser with
Mm-hmm.
Arnold
Yes,
Schwarzenegger?
that's a
You remember
classic.
the fact that they
Yeah.
were trying to get that rail
And
gun?
Vanessa Williams.
That rail gun's been invented back in the 70s. That wasn't new technology. They've
No,
had that technology.
no. Like I tell people, I said, yo, nigga,
The
I said,
Jetsons
motherfucker,
even taught us that.
I said, yo, motherfucker, if fucking Kevin Feige can build the Iron Man suit, what the fuck you think the government can do?
There's already drones.
Just think about it. If they are allowing us that technology, just imagine the technology that they don't allow us.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, Ron Time, you think the magnet ball is real?
The what?
Magnet ball is real?
What the? Oh yeah. That's just yeah. They man, yeah. Like I got a feeling that it's. I listen. Once I found out Tim Donahue was cheating and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
I said they cheating all around this game. Well, I don't.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe it the magnet ain't in the ball, the magnet's in the rim.
Then what attracts the ball to the rim? It
All,
has to
all
be in the ball.
all it has to be is some type of metal base in the ball. Like it don't like they could like
Ooh, they can still build the damn ball like they do tires and it will work.
right. I was trying to figure out an example, but like a low tier steel belting and you wouldn't even know it.
Mm.
I know
I'm
people talk about the magnet in the ball, but I think it's actually in the rim.
I, my OGs think it's in the rim. They've been telling me that for a while. They've been trying to convince me it's not the balls, it's the rim. They've been telling
That's
me
what
that for like,
that's what I said.
cause that game when
great.
cause that year when Jay Reed shot what's that shot over 40% at home and on the road he was shooting like in the 20s.
20s, yeah. Well, if it was
Yeah,
lights out at home,
no,
couldn't
right.
miss.
Yeah,
Hey,
that shit be real.
I want to hear on this. We all saw Flacco go to the Bengals. Now,
That's
Dort,
crazy. That's nasty work.
Well, I
That's
saw that coming. I saw that coming when he got when Burrow got injured. He, those
Who's
first
scoring the
couple of games,
Bengals? Flacco?
Flacco from the Browns to the Bengals,
How in
and
the
then
world he
moving
still has a job? I'm like, dude, like he like
because he's white and he's Flacco.
of course.
hey yo, I ain't going front, but you know what? I thought they would contact the Giants for either Jameis Winston or Russell
It's
Wilson.
not,
now
What
the
you,
Dort is the second quarterback behind Dylan Gabriel. And I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. They're gonna you gonna see a small sample size of George Sanders for the season's over with. It's
You
gonna be
got to now.
playoff
You got to
contention.
now. Even though Dylan Gabriel played, he played
solid?
he played solid. That's the word I'm looking for.
Wasn't
Not
great,
taking up.
wasn't bad.
Wasn't great. Wasn't he? Didn't cost like he wasn't the reason why they didn't win.
The defense was that game.
Right. So I can say, okay, now let's see if he can do this shit consecutively because you know it comes a point now if you fuck up and you could and then like if the NFL starts to expose your flaws and you look terrible out there, they ain't gonna have no choice but to go to boy.
But it goes both ways because I look at it like this: they want Shedeur to look terrible so they can re-pull him. That's how I look at it.
Right. But now guess what? Bitch. OG out the way, motherfucker. It's just me and you. Just me and you, motherfucker. You know what I mean? If this don't like propel and make Shedeur like, I'm about to walk this nigga down because I know I'm better than him.
Then just do it like Nike.
Oh,
I
but listen,
support that.
now he gets a chance to because in practice he's now the scout team QB. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Going against the first team defense. You feel me? Like you ain't gonna have the first team weapons, but guess what? Just be patient. Be patient.
Well, the thing about it is, at any moment, any given Sunday, somebody can get knocked out the fucking game. So always be ready to go in, just like any given Sunday with Willie Beeman.
Wouldn't him in the cap, but you know what? I wouldn't even want it to happen because he get knocked out. I would want it more or less like, okay,
Take it from him.
take it from him. You feel me?
Exactly. The right way.
And I wish Dylan Gabriel nothing but the best because he had nothing to do what happened to Shedeur. You feel me? You just gonna have to feel the wrath.
He in the way.
In the way. You in the way now.
Mm-hmm.
You had nothing to do with, you know what I mean? That kid could be one of the greatest personalities, greatest kids in the world. You feel me? But
I watched him in college. I liked him at Oklahoma, and I liked him when he played for the Ducks. He was always productive everywhere he went, but he just in the way, Ron. That's how I see it too. He in the way right now.
My biggest thing, I want anybody to be successful, but I don't like the bullshit politics that's been happening in this situation. And this is why the Browns is a poorly ran franchise. Period.
Hey, yo, it's crazy, right? Because I wonder, like, after listening to more and more of this shit, it's like, okay, Stefanski said he didn't want to draft him in the 5th round. We knew Stefanski didn't want to draft him because he showed us by drafting Dylan Gabriel. You feel me?
Right.
The owner comes out and says, I had nothing to do with the Shedeur pick.
Somebody's lying.
Somebody lying. You feel me? So now I start thinking about this shit. It must have been a public a collusion, an NFL collusion to kick this kid out because the Browns motherfucking owner is saying, nothing to do with it. But at the end of the day, he's the only motherfucker who can push that button. If the GM and the head coach don't want the kid and the kid still end up on the team, who the fuck pushed that button?
It's a good question.
Okay,
but this is why football is the ultimate drama.
Listen, the owner saying on the sporting news networks in his interviews, I had nothing to do with that. So who the fuck pushed the button? The owner said, fuck it, I'm pushing the button because he probably should been drafted first because if you think about it, the number 1 overall pick has been mid. If that. The number 2 overall pick has been mid, if that.
Who's the number 2 overall pick?
Travis Hunter.
Shit, I forgot about him.
And I still call him an asshole because I'm like, bro, you are below. I mean, he made a big catch yesterday, but that was just more dog than actual skill set. You feel me? Because he went up and mauled somebody on the underthrown ball. But I'm sitting there thinking like, bro, right now you are maybe an average wide receiver, but you can be an elite DB. Like,
he could be elite. Yeah.
Like to the point where, like, bro, I'm sitting there like, yo, they really don't play this dude on defense like that. They looking at like defense was his secondary option.
And that Jacksonville defense is nice this year.
I don't know, but they put hands and foot on Kansas City for me, so I was all right with that.
No, they didn't put hands and foot. Kansas City lost the goddamn lead. They lost by 3. You know, let's stop it. I know you don't like Kansas City because you're a Denver person, but hey, I'm not going to sit here and say they lost 38 to fucking nothing. That's putting hands and feet.
Oakland got hands and feet put on them against Indianapolis. And guess what? Jacksonville got to see Indianapolis twice. So let's see if they put hands and feet on them.
No. What I see, no, what Oakland, what Indianapolis did to Oakland, that's getting shit beat down your leg. You feel me? What happened in Kansas City is they went in there to a fight, fucking around with a little nigga, and he fucked around and put hands and feet upon him and told him, get the fuck up out of here. Not in Duval.
Okay, I'm gonna have to correct you again on
Here you go.
hands and feet don't mean getting winning by 3. Okay, if they won by 14, if they won by 10, that's getting hands and feet put on.
No, but
And
listen, I used the analogy because they went into the fight as the heavy favorite. You feel me? And they fucked around and went and got in that ring down in Duval, and them little niggas with them dreads went to putting hands and feet on them niggas. Hold on, listen. They ain't beat shit down his leg and stomp him out. Kansas City was putting hands and feet on them too, but they just put a little bit more hands and feet on Kansas City and got him up out of there.
I get it. I understand what you're saying, but I've seen hands and feet get put. Look, what Houston did to the Ravens defense is hands, feet, knees, and elbows.
Yes, but see, like I said, I look at that as getting shit beat down your leg. You know, when you get shit beat down your leg, like that's just like you unconscious. You ain't tried to fight back. You just laying there letting a nigga put the Timberlands to you. So like that's what them niggas did. Know what I mean? Nigga squabble, yeah, nigga put hands and feet on me, but you know, nigga, we squabble like nigga, I put hands and feet on that nigga too. I mean,
okay, so look, check this out, because you know Denver got to play Jacksonville. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope, and look, I'm not even a Denver fan, but I'm more of a Denver fan than the fucking the Chargers. Let's pray that Sean Payton doesn't have one of those overconfident moments and get quote unquote hands and feet put on him, because I'm rooting for.
Listen, they capable from what I've seen yesterday, because I mean, long as Kansas City got Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, and you know what I mean,
They're supposed to be getting Rice back in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I got him off of suspension. He actually on my fantasy team. Yep, you're absolutely right. So I tell people, I said, catch Kansas City like week 15 if everybody healthy. You feel me? I said they were Worthy healthy, Marquise Brown healthy, Rasheed White's back, and he in football shape. You know what I mean? So I'm like, catch them, not even week 15, maybe week 10. And then I'll be able to, because like I said, bro, listen, bro, all 3 levels, bro. I said they got an all-pro corner. I said they got 2 very good linebackers, and they may have the best interior D tackle in the game in Chris Jones.
This division is not the Chargers. Fuck the Chargers. This division is going to come down to KC and Denver.
Hey, yo, and you know the crazy part about it? When we took that L to the Chargers, we was putting hands and feet on them niggas too.
Now I agree with that, because fuck Harbaugh. Now back to the
Hey, yo, think about this, nephew. How many times have you seen a defense get 6 sacks in a game and the team end up losing?
Rarely, unless it's like a low-scoring game, but that wasn't a low-scoring game. The fucking refs gave that fucking game to the Chargers.
I didn't want to say it, but they really did. And I'm like, okay, so like, we ain't worried about. I'm not worried about them because we got an ill pass rush. You want, okay, bitch, you better run it. Jamar Bark, you better get done with this Justin Herbert fucking experiment and fucking get back to what you know and how to do and run the ball and be a problem. I mean, you got Najee.
They don't play good in cold weather states. And last time I checked, Denver and Kansas City, Missouri is a cold weather state. So you can have all those home games now, but when the real season starts in November, December, and January, I want to see pretty boy Herbert. Right. I want to see what he does because I didn't believe in Jim Harbaugh when he was a Colt, when he was a Charger, when he was a Bear, when he was a Raven, and I definitely don't believe in him as a coach. Never have. He's
And
always grifted to the best talented team that he could in college and in the NFL. We've never seen him like get it out the mud. So yeah, you go to the Chargers that already got an established quarterback. You go to San Francisco that had an established quarterback in the system, and you lucked into Kaepernick. Get the fuck
and
out of here.
fucking defense, and one of the best defenses in the NFL. That's when they had Eric Armstead and Patrick Willis and what was the other linebacker name?
The one
God
they
damn.
Oh, you don't talk about my old 49ers. You're talking about that team that went to the Super Bowl and the lights went out
Yeah,
yeah,
and they all end up retiring. Once
that's called the
Harbaugh went to
Harbaugh
Michigan,
goal. That was the Harbaugh
man.
goal.
Hey, I told you, Ron, that would stop me watching football, man. I was like, man, they gave, hey, and this what Montavia never noticed. I grew up in Kansas, so I remember Joe Montana. I remember Trent Green. I even remember Hal McRae. I remember him as a player. I remember him being
Elvis Gerbach,
Elvis Grove. I know
Steve
the
Bono,
shout out
Rich
to
Gannon,
Larry Johnston, Priest Jones. I mean Priest Holmes.
Priest Holmes. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Priest Holmes, my
that no
boy.
neck having motherfucker. That bitch was dirty work, boy. He was nasty work. That bitch
Well,
was a bastard, bro. That bitch was a bastard. Priest
I never
Holmes.
liked his teeth, so
I never like
you know.
listen, I'm talking about but as far as out the backfield giving niggas work, that little no neck motherfucker used to, man, he used to get a whole league work. Priest was a
Well,
monster, yo.
you could thank
Yeah, he
Baltimore
was.
because they had Jamal Anderson and the backup was
Hmm.
Priest Holmes,
And
and
that's a fact. They Jamal Charles.
no, it was Jamal Lewis for the Baltimore Ravens that went
Oh,
2,000
oh, for
yards.
Baltimore. Yeah, for
Yeah,
Baltimore.
they had Priest Holmes as the backup running back, and he didn't want to back up Jamal Lewis no more, so he signed with Kansas City.
That's a fact. But at the end of the day, when you look at it, it was like, damn, Jamal Lewis, one of them fuckers who banged for 2,000 yards. So you had a tough situation right there. You had that nasty work in front of it, then you had diabolical work behind it. You feel me?
That was during the time of football to me was really good because I remember watching it from the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. When it came down, I remember the last Super Bowl other than the 49ers when they lost to the um lost to
Ravens.
Kansas City. No, they lost to
Oh,
Kansas City. I remember I moved out here when I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, that comeback New England did against the Patriots. The running back did not cross the plane. The ball did not go. He was so short of the plane. Next thing you know, it was overtime. But I digress. But anyway, to y'all
yeah,
Atlanta
that's
fans,
Tom Brady.
yeah,
That's the NFL's LeBron James.
Tuck
But
rule.
that's
oh yeah, which fuck my dynasty over.
hey, you know
It's
what?
crazy
Hey,
because
you know
in the
what
interview with
documentary that I love? I just got done watching the
what's that?
documentary with him and it was he had to sit down with Charles Woodson
Oh yeah.
and Tom
What he
Brady.
told him. What he told him. He
He-
said, fuck yeah, I fumbled.
yeah, he did. You said the clear
Charles
as
said,
day. He
fuck
did.
you after all these years. He said, fuck yeah, it was a fumble.
Yeah, and they were
He's actually
videotaping other people's defensive signals with their weak ass. They don't deserve to be celebrated.
Yeah, that that was America's team, especially after man, come on, man.
9/11. Yeah.
Could you imagine? And man, really?
We should have been playing the Raiders in the same Super Bowl. Rich
Rich
Gannon
Gannon,
versus
Charlie Garner
Kurt
and them.
Warner.
Yep.
oh
Rich Gannon and Charlie
that
Garner
would
and
have
them.
been
Yep.
crazy. That would have been crazy.
I'll take the Rams 51-45.
Yeah, that was two let's go offenses.
I think that would have been a great Super Bowl.
Because
The, the,
guess what happened? The
Hey,
damn
yo, listen, exciting if nothing else, Lemon Pepper.
I would have respected losing to Oakland than losing to the fucking Patriots.
Man, don't nobody fucking like the Patriots, man. Fuck the Patriots. I like and the crazy part, I got a friend who liked the Patriots. A dude who coached in my organization. He like the fucking Patriots. That nigga was just talking shit to so many people about that Buffalo game. I'm like, bro, how the fuck do you like the New England Patriots, bro? Like,
I'm gonna put that on the
I don't hurt.
t-shirt.
Listen, I got a cousin who a Browns fan. I got a brother-in-law who a Jets fan. You feel me? I got some niggas who got some off the wall like teams that like. Well, who
Don't
the
win at
fuck?
all.
The
And that's it,
Patriots?
baby.
I'm like, nigga, them niggas in the same boat the Cincinnati Bengals is. I ain't never met a nigga who liked the Cincinnati Bengals.
I like the Cincinnati Bengals when they had Chad Johnson, Hushmazada, and Chris Henry before he
I
died.
respect. I respect. That was a hell of a wide receiver trio right there, bro.
Like the
But
owner, I don't know what's up with the owner of the Bengals, man, but he had caught that organization championships.
I'm about to tell you what's up with him. A kid from my city, my man Lionel. He went to Kansas. He was the tight end at Kansas, right?
and R.I.P. to Rudy Johnson, who passed away last week.
Okay. But my man, he got the scholarship after high school and went to Kansas, did his 4 years at Kansas, ended up getting drafted by the Bengals in the draft, right? This nigga comes home. We talking. This nigga like, yo, the Bengals are so fucking cheap. He said they told everybody they got one pair of gloves for the whole year. And they gave them bitches to you in training camp. He was just like, yo,
What is
that's
this, UPS?
no, like dead ass. This is somebody that I talked to that was playing for the Bengals, bro. Like from Rochester, New York, bro. Like he was telling me, like, yo, they is Geee.
You
Gee.
know, me and you gonna have to do a stream when the Kansas City play the Broncos.
Oh man, we could do that. We could do that. We could do that. 'Cause
I'll
like
virtually order you some Buffalo Wild Wings or whatever you like to eat. We can just sit up there and talk shit the whole
man,
stream.
Hey,
we
what
can
day that's gonna be?
I don't know. You got their schedule,
not
Ron
in
I
front
can
Tom?
of
look it
me.
up. I can look it up
Yeah,
right quick.
look it up.
Cause like I told Ron Ton, I want to see him in December. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Okay, let's
Woo.
go to let's go to Denver Broncos. Yeah, cause my homeboy, one of my partners, one of my New York homies,
Shout out to my
he
niggas
loves.
because we show put the clamps on them Eagles. Them
Yeah, but
Eagles.
I'm glad that y'all did what y'all did because I'm getting tired of hearing about the fucking Eagles. They are literally not giving Saquon Barkley the ball, just like the Ravens are not giving Derrick Henry the ball. And I'm glad they lost because
I was loving every minute of them letting Jalen Hurts drop back and throw it. I said, oh, they trying to keep us in the game.
Oh, the Chiefs play
coming
the
off.
Broncos on Thursday night foot on Christmas.
Well,
Uh,
Hey,
I don't. I guess that's what we're gonna be doing,
that's what
Ron
we
Time.
doing. That's what we doing on Christmas.
hey,
You know,
TP,
I'm gonna come through, man. You know, I'm gonna be back at the crib. What's up, bro?
in 2 weeks we play y'all.
2 weeks we
Louisville.
play. Oh yeah, in the exhibition. Yeah, hey, Louisville got a nice squad though. I know everybody upset with me, like, dude, like I'm on my, hey, I just ain't got the time. I've been trying to get out of overtime I can, cause cause next month, man, it's gonna be all she wrote. You know
But
what I'm saying?
but y'all got the number one point guard in 2026 recruiting class.
That's one thing about Bill Self too. He loves the New York guards too. He like New York guards too. Because when Ron Ton saying that his homeboy son play there, and then I see his plays, I was like, he remind me of a lot of Tayshaun Taylor, but he's way more athletic. You know what I
Melvin
mean?
Johnson Jr.
Yeah, Melvin Council. Hey, I like the squad Kansas. I like what all these teams got, man. I'm waiting to see what Duke gonna look like. New look Carolina,
Hey yo,
Arizona,
I
They
just
play.
Arizona with
hey yo,
They
I
play.
ain't gonna front, bro. I wish we can get like two like a couple colleges, and I was like I was hoping this was it because both of these niggas was talking about like their son ain't going to the draft. That was Cayenne, and then unfortunately what happened with Gilbert's son, Elijah. Like they was talking
What happened to Gilbert's son?
no, with the car accident and all that, the setback and all that shit. With the
I didn't know he got in the car accident.
Yeah, I mean if he didn't get nothing like no broken legs and nothing, but they had to put him in a coma because of all the smoke inhalation. He was locked in the truck after it crashed. But I think something else happened to him afterwards.
I was watching Trevor Reese's son last night. He's going to Oregon.
If you could look that up, Price, could you see it? Did Gilbert Arenas' son catch an injury after that car accident?
I'm gonna look it up right now. But that's when the Broncos play Kansas City. Y'all play on Christmas Day.
Yeah, but I wanted to see.
Y'all play Kansas City. Y'all play them twice though, right? Cause y'all in the same conference, right?
We played twice.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Like,
think when the first time y'all play each other. Okay, Chargers. I'm looking at y'all schedule right now.
we always play them niggas at the end of the season too.
Right, both games at the end of the season.
Baseball season, I'm be hit that.
I don't know, man. Man, I'm be wondering because I'm like, man, what the fuck? This kid Javon Barron that we drafted from Texas in the first round. I'm like, why the fuck is this nigga not playing? Because I'm like, this white boy Riley Moss is fucking trash, yo.
Like right now, my 49ers playing that defense D tackle for Texas a lot. He's a rookie this year. He won to call that fumble on Thursday night.
Mm-hmm. But I'm sitting there like, bro, you was the first. You and the boy from Michigan was the first two corners taken off the board in the first round. And I'm like, why is this dude Riley Moss playing and he's getting torched?
I got it right here, Ron John. He said the prized USC freshman Arenas has suffered a tear of his meniscus.
That's what it
Veteran
was.
basketball player Chris Haynes reported on Wednesday. Arenas is now expected to be sidelined for at least 6 to 8 months and could potentially miss his whole freshman season as a result.
That's what it was. I know he had the Cybertruck, but he came back and he was good after that. Then that's what it was. He tore his meniscus.
That means the team is going to really be on Bryce James to try to do something this season.
Right, but listen, but even with that, I'm sitting there looking like, damn, Carmelo's son, Bryce. I'm like, them niggas probably gonna do a couple years in college. I'm just like, that's what I want. I want that old school 1980s, 1990s where like damn near every team had good players. Like you knew somebody from every fucking team.
This is why I want.
I can't wait till the girls kick off too, because the USC girls still gonna be good without Juju.
They gonna be good without her, but look, that's gonna make college basketball, female basketball take a hit because that girl got such a following and she not playing this year. And I'm not saying she should come back or nothing, but I said, oh damn, Juju ain't playing none this year.
Hey, but check this out, Ron Tom. But the girl that's coming to play with her is one of the homegirls. She cold like she is.
Yeah, Juju cold, man. Juju
the girl that they got from you, they got USC girls got a good recruiting class. That girl cold too, and it's crazy. You'll think her and Juju is related because they look man, but you could tell the difference. But it looks like they related somehow, allegedly.
Oh wow!
Can I ask the panel this quick question because I want to know what y'all think about it? What do y'all think about the Mark Sanchez situation?
Like I don't know.
I ain't heard anything about it.
That they arrested him for assault on a truck driver. I didn't hear the details.
This is what happened. Sunday morning, they said that Mark Sanchez is in the hospital with stab wounds, and he was asking for prayers. The governor of Indiana, I'm sorry, not the governor of Indiana. One of the players from Indiana came out and tried to blame blacks with no fathers was the reason why there's so much violence and this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Then two of the governors came out and talking about how Indiana needs to step up in their policing and um they're not allowing the police to do their job, this, that, and other. This should have never happened to Mark Sanchez. A couple of hours later, they come out with the camera footage that Mark Sanchez started the fight with this truck driver that was there to do his job to collect old cooking oil. And he
Mhm.
tried to tell him not to park there and tried to go in his truck while he was still in there. And the truck driver maced him and he came back and tried to beat him up, which he did. And he said the only way this 69-year-old man that Mark Sanchez was fighting to get him off of him, he had to stab him repeatedly. And he almost beat the man to death. He's in the ICU, the victim, the truck driver's in the ICU. And when the cops got there, Mark Sanchez didn't know where he was. He was heavily intoxicated, possibly positive on that shit. And then they arrested him at the hospital, which made the governor and everybody that was talking shit had to eat their words. So now, if this man who Mark Sanchez started a fight with dies, they're going to charge him with a second-degree murder.
Damn. What the fuck? Like, what was he? You said he was tripping because the truck parked to pick up some oil or drop some oil off or some shit?
And not only that, Ron Time, he is supposed he you know he does that he's an analyst on Fox Sports.
He
Right,
was
He was
right.
supposed
supposed
to
to
be
be
the
on he was supposed
commentator of the game.
of the game, and he did that and that happened.
He
Wait a
did
minute.
that
So
though.
let me get this for you. Saying that the truck was parked. It was a truck that delivered or picked up oil.
Right.
It was there to do a shipment, like some sort, either pick up or drop off, whatever. I'm
More
assuming.
than likely
But
a pickup.
it had a reason for being parked to where it was parked at.
Yes. Yes,
So
sir.
what was Sanchez beef about him being parked there?
And that's the whole issue. Everybody's asking, why did you start shit with this 69-year-old man that's just doing their job? And he's
Mm.
saying that he can't remember anything. But the
Wow.
surveillance camera shows him starting the fight, beating this man to the point to where this man felt like his life was in danger, that he had to stab him up to get him off him.
You think about it, you're talking about an ex-football player. The man 6'2", 6'3", 215 pounds, not a little guy.
Yeah, but my knife is very sharp, and if I hit you in the right spot, I don't give a fuck
No,
how much of an ex football player you are.
listen, absolutely, but I'm saying that in reference of this is who was assaulting the 69-year-old man.
I get that, but what pisses me off is that you felt like you need to fight a 69-year-old man, not a 35 or 26-year-old man. You wanted to fight somebody that you knew you could whoop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You are a former professional athlete, and you're beating up on the man at 70.
Yeah. So I'm glad that 70-year-old guy, because I drive
Absolutely.
trucks. I have me a nice because I can't have a weapon
Right.
because of convictions and shit. I have me some sharp knives on me, foldable sharp knives, just in case.
Right, as you should. So this,
You over there eating ice? That's my nigga.
so and no, actually, it's just caramel and sour apple Werthers.
Oh shit! Now you gonna make me go out there and get me some of those. That's now they only have that seasonal now. So hey, carry on, my guy.
Wife just brought a bag of them
About some
home.
nasty behind word the originals, man.
Well, have you had the caramel apple ones?
I don't like caramel. That's why I don't like word. Now, my
Yeah.
grandfather gave this to me. Yeah, all right. Mine didn't.
Well, my grandmother, may she rest in peace, used to always have the Werthers, but she had the chewy kind. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what all them sisters, all the mother used to have in the church in their pocketbooks.
Yeah, but do you like butterscotch? Because the Werther
No.
originals are okay.
But so, and this motherfucker saying he don't know why he jumped on the old man.
He's not saying he don't know why. He's saying he can't remember it.
was
Oh,
playing that game.
he was on that shit that night.
That's what everybody is starting to definitely understand. So, you know,
Hey, yo, what Martin Lawrence called it, that ooh-wee?
well, look, this is his second butt fumble of his career. The first one was in the game.
Oh, I knew you.
This
That's low
one is
blow.
his career.
Mm-mm. I can't believe the Jets went to the AFC Championship with that motherfucker.
Back to
Sure
back
did.
years.
Back to back, and that defense was crunk. They had a good defense too, a
Rex
great
Ryan
one.
was a bastard.
hmm Imagine Rex Ryan with a quarterback. Like,
Matter of fact, it's funny you say that. Rex Ryan is politicking to get the DC job with the Ravens now. He said, "Do
He
you know what
should.
I can do with those pieces? I already brought you a championship once as a DC,
Mm-hmm. I
and
pull
that was
that
by
money.
far the greatest defense I've ever seen. I ever seen.
That shit there was different, bro. I ain't gonna front. That shit there was different. And I ain't gonna front. I've seen some good defenses. These motherfuckers had Chris McAllister, Ray Lewis,
Kim
who
Herring,
Michael
Michael
Boulware,
Michael
gotta
Boulware,
take a shot for my boy,
Tony
man.
Saragusa, Sam Adams.
the alcohol, the beer.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I drink that brown.
When they went on that streak, that shutout streak through the AFC, that's how I
Mm.
knew they were for real. They were winning games 3-0, 9-0,
hmm
So
5
listen,
to 0 and shit.
I ain't going
And
front.
that's when defense. That's what I love. That was like during the last. What year was that we talking about? Because that's when
That was
I mean,
2000. That was
yeah,
2000.
yeah.
Listen,
That's
I ain't
when
going front.
2000 would start off with a bang for real. But that defense, they
I ain't going
had.
front. They was probably the most between them and the '85 Bears. I think the Ravens, they was the most physically dominant defense I ever seen. Them bitches used to bust heads wide open. But yeah, I think of them when I think of greatest defense of all time, followed by the Bears. That '86 Giants defense was crazy with Harry Carson and all of them. And I ain't gonna front that Tampa Bay defense with Warren Sapp and Simeon Rice and
But you're forgetting the '93 Steelers, man.
huh?
The '93 Steelers, the '95 Steelers,
But
the
they were
'97 Steelers.
they were good. But them defenses I just shouted out was historically good.
And you got to use the word historically, didn't you?
Yeah,
Hey, yo, because you know what? Because yeah, yeah,
them
them,
boys was loaded. Baltimore was loaded. I ain't gonna lie. You mentioned some good defenses, but
that
but
Tampa team
that
was low.
that
Listen,
Tampa, yeah, I was gonna say with Sapp and Derrick Brooks in them.
and
John Lynch,
listen,
Yeah,
Rondé Barber.
Rondé
yeah, Ronnie
Barber,
Barber.
Simeon Rice, Warren Sapp, right? Listen, Booger McFarland. Now listen, and the crazy part about it, a nigger named Dexter Jackson won the Super Bowl MVP.
And the motherfucker had 3 pick sixes in the damn Super Bowl.
Oh,
But
right.
just think about all them great names that I named, and a
And they
nigga
didn't
named
even
Dexter
right.
Jackson won the Super Bowl MVP. That's how loaded them niggas was.
Now the funny part about that, he only had 2 pick six, but they had as a team, I think 4, because because what's his name decided to run their same playbook the year before, like they didn't know that, like they didn't go up against that offense in practice and shit. They
Mm-mm.
made they made Rich Gannon look like Tony Banks from the St. Louis Rams in that Super Bowl.
Oh
I,
man, he said Tony Banks. Man,
Yes,
he
the
took
hell
it
I did say Tony
way back.
Banks. Yes,
Shout
I
out to
did say
Tony
Tony
Banks.
Banks. You
hey
fuck
yo,
Tony Banks.
hey yo, you know,
And he did
I
something I
think,
didn't do. He was professional. He was a professional athlete.
listen,
He was a professional.
teenage fucker. So
Hey,
yeah,
look,
I guess.
Oh no, you getting personal. Okay, okay, I see why you said that. All right.
okay.
Hey, look, he used to be up at Parkway in St. Louis before they built what was it? It was in Earth City, but it was Rams Park before they built Rams Park. So they used to always be up at the high school practicing. And he used to like the young ones. That's all I was going to say. And then a lot of times he would not come to games on Sunday ready to play because he's been out partying all night Saturday, and then we get blown out, and he want to sit up there and do the Jordan shrug and shit about, oh, we just need to get better. No, nigga, you need to stay your ass up out the damn club and quit acting like you fucking John Namath or John Elway.
Hey, yo,
uh,
crazy part about it, bro. You know what I used to do with that nigga on the video game?
Deep ball. That's it.
Mm-mm. I used to
You
take
ran
that.
with him.
I used to take that nigga because he was a young quarterback. I used to take that nigga, trade him into my team, and change his attributes in his name, so I have a young black quarterback.
You know what? Tony Banks was only good when it's unfortunately we're talking about that Ravens defense. This bitch ass nigga won a damn championship sitting on the goddamn bench with the Ravens. But
Mm-hmm.
he was good. He was better when he went to Washington under Marty Schottenheim.
Mm-hmm.
That's when he became the quarterback he should have been in St. Louis. Because with Tony Banks in St. Louis, it was either short pass or the bomb. He didn't have an in between game. They used to play cover two edge on him. So if he doesn't go over the top, he gets picked off in the middle, over and over and over again. Now it's kind of funny because we almost beat that 15-1 Minnesota team, but Tony Banks ran up the middle and got stopped at the damn 1 yard line, and we
Mm-hmm.
lost 31-38.
He
But
wore
they
number
could.
12. He wore number 12 for y'all.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Because Chris Miller had to retire because of the concussions, and Chris Miller was the quarterback that came from LA to St. Louis, and he wore number 12. And then when he
Mm-hmm.
got that final concussion, they had Mark Rippon from the
Red.
Washington Redskins. He finished out the year. They played Tony Banks as a rookie. And see, this is the crazy thing. They should have kept Rich Brooks, but they fired Rich Brooks for Dick Vermeil. Rich
Did he
Brooks
go to? Did Tony Banks go to UNLV?
he went to Michigan State.
Michigan State. Okay.
So Rich Brooks the next year was the DC for the Atlanta Falcons that went 14-2, beat the Minnesota Vikings, and then John Elway basically cleaned their ass up after that.
That was
But
Jesse Armstead and Tuggle in them, right?
right, and Eugene Robinson that likes the
Yep.
trannies on Super Bowl Sunday.
And
Uh,
Buchanan.
and Ray Buchanan, who got into a damn tiff with Shannon Sharp on that Super Bowl media day. But it's not like he was lying about Shannon Sharp. He does look like a fucking horse. But that's neither here nor there. The whole point was Rich Brooks proved that his defense worked, and St. Louis didn't give him his final year. They fired him before he was able to play his final year out. Now I'm not mad how it ended because it ended with a storybook finish, but that's why that rivalry was what it was, and that's why every time St. Louis Rams, the greatest show on turf, played Atlanta, they ran the score up on them because when Rich Brooks came back to St. Louis in his game, this was what Jamal Anderson, they ran the score up on St. Louis as a payback for St. Louis firing them. So every time we played Atlanta, we put a good 40, 45, 48 on that ass. And they deserved every minute of them because I don't like Jamal Anderson. I don't like the fact that he did the damn dirty bird in our stadium the way he did, and we was already losing. So, killing for him. And I'm glad he fumbled in that goddamn Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Thank you, John Elway.
that bitch was a bastard, but I knew we had something for his dancing ass. I
And you know
knew
what
it.
that was called? Going up the middle. They
Mhm.
they literally switched Shannon Sharp and Rod Woods, not Woodson, Rod
Smith,
help me out,
Rod Smith.
Rod Smith. They switched them. They put Shannon Sharp at the wideout at the one,
and kept Rod Smith at the scene, and he was eating their ass up all Super Bowl long.
Uh-huh.
And that's why Elway had over 330 yards and about 3-4 touchdowns on that ass and walked out with the damn MVP. I was standing in my living room like I won the goddamn Super Bowl. I didn't want to see Atlanta's weak ass win the damn Super Bowl. It should have been Minnesota and the damn Broncos. That'd have been more of an entertaining Super Bowl than that shit that we watched.
I was sure waiting. I was sure scared to death of Randy Moss and Chris Carter.
But y'all had a ball control offense. Y'all would have never got into a shootout with them. Not at all.
Because them niggas wouldn't have been able to stop Terrell Davis.
And as much as I think Terrell Davis is a weak ass nigga that got in on the back end of his goddamn career in the Hall of Fame, I can't get mad at the fact that they did play ball control when they had. You gave John Elway a 7-point lead in the fucking fourth quarter with 7 minutes left. They're draining 6.5 to 7 minutes off the goddamn clock because the only person who's gonna get the ball is Terrell Davis.
Hey yo, and it's crazy because it's like with Terrell Davis, I was looking at a stat. No running back in history has combined 4 better years in a row than him. And I said, how do you keep a motherfucker out the Hall of Fame that got a league MVP, a Super Bowl MVP, and a 2,000-yard season? You feel me?
Easily. Do it for Terrell Davis because I don't think he earned it. But that's neither here nor there. He only had he's only 8, maybe 9 years in the league.
Yeah, yo, think about it.
He's not Gil Sayers. He's not what's his name? Brown, Jim Brown.
No, listen. Like John Elway said, he is the reason. If you remember when we went to the Super Bowl in the 80s and shit, with all that shit, John Elway was going strictly off of his right arm. Like that bullshit Dan Reeves had him doing, giving the ball to Rod Bernstein and Reggie Rivers and all that shit. That shit wasn't it. It was that right arm that got him there. You remember
Okay,
the drop?
I know I knew this conversation was going to happen, so I'm ready for it.
He was the complementary piece that every great quarterback wish they have, and it's a good run game. Dan Marino won his whole career.
When Elway was going to those Super Bowls and getting blown out, he was a mid quarterback. You can't sit up here and say, he was a mid quarterback. Check the numbers.
You got to think. Hey, yo, think about this. You got to think about this, and this will fuck me up, right? John Elway only averaged throwing the ball like 22 times a game with Dan Reeves. That's what got Dan Reeves fired with him. Because they're like, yo, bro, we got this dude. We drafted this dude for his arm, not to turn around and hand the ball off the motherfuckers.
But can I ask you a question?
But this what made me do it. And the biggest moments in the game, and with us always being behind, John Elway always delivered. Remember, when he retired, he had the most wins in quarterback history. He had the most comeback wins in quarterback history, and he was 2-3 in Super Bowls, bro. Without throwing the ball as much as Dan Marino and Warren Moon and all these quarterbacks was getting able to open it up, he didn't even throw the ball as much as those dudes and still had the same amount of yards they did.
Still the same amount of yards they did? Are you sure about that? Because I've already checked the stats. Are you sure that's the hill you want to die on?
Listen, when he retired, they were all within within striking distance of each other. I know Dan Marino continued to go on, and you know what I mean. And nowadays, quarterbacks, they get to throw the ball.
But Dan Marino only lasted one more year, and then he was retired.
But think about it. Dan Marino threw the ball twice as much as John Elway in his offense.
And John Elway has just as many interceptions as
he wanted to be in Dan Marino's situation, and Dan Marino would have paid to be in his situation. Because John Elway was like that right arm is, like they said, that's might have been one of the greatest right arms in NFL history. You better go back and check that. And he's clutch. Not interception machine like Eli Manning.
Oh, it's funny you bring that up because why does John Elway have 300 touchdowns and 226 interceptions, which is only a 74 difference?
Because he was a cowboy. And think of
Okay,
and,
so don't we
listen,
but
and then you got to think about it. How often were we playing from behind where he had to press to throw the ball? That was a lot. That's how he retired with the most comeback wins in NFL history.
so let me ask you this question. How many times did John Elway uh completion percentage was over 60?
Probably.
Get your ass off the computer around time.
No, I'm not on the computer. I'm just thinking about the squads year by year because I know like he had Vance Johnson, Ricky Natil, and Mark Jackson for a little while.
He had Slaughter for 1 year.
Trash.
Well, I'm not. I didn't say he was great. I said he had him for 1 year.
Um, mm, just offense didn't compliment him, so it's hard to say. It's hard to say what. It's hard to
Now
say what.
he had just as many 60 percent completion percentages as he had 20 interception years. Three.
Yeah, I could believe that. He was a cowboy, and he was coming from behind all the time. I could see that. I could see him throwing like a pick and a half again. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
He
I
never
see.
threw over 30 touchdowns ever in
Mm,
his career.
no, but bro, because he was always in a system that predicated to run. He never was in a wide open system, and that's what Bill Walsh said. He said, "Imagine if you put John Elway in that West Coast system, like Joe Montana was. Like he said that, like or talent like that, they kept him detained. That's why they rewarded him with the Terrell Davis shit going back to back because they ain't do it. They ain't let John go. But you ask his peers about him quarterbacking. They be like, oh, he one of them ones. He him. Money on the
Now,
line. Mm,
now get I'm gonna give you this olive branch because I'm always gonna be fair. I've never seen another quarterback, and we're talking about Marino. We're talking about Brett Favre. Maybe more Brett Favre than anybody else, but not more than Elway. I've never seen a person that can roll out, get to a complete stop, and throw a missile in a straight line over the middle and hit the receiver in the chest like
mm.
I've seen Elway do it.
Now
The thing,
listen to this. Now stop right there, right? Now, when did we see that come into action? Who took advantage of his talents with the run game? Mike Shanahan. Why the fuck is we trying to keep him in the pocket? This bitch got legs. Get him out the fucking pocket. Sprint rollout, which became a staple play. Get this bitch out the pocket, let him set his feet, and let that fucking launch pad, let that missile go.
I would have to say Dan Reeves in his last year. And the reason why I would say Dan Reeves in his last year, because by the time he tried to utilize John Elway, he didn't already lost the team.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you when it was about to look different for John Elway, right? Because if you remember, we had Reggie Rivers, Rob Bernstein. We used to use Steve Sewell, even though he was more like an H-back, fullback type dude. You feel me? But damn good player though. We used to have those dudes. Remember, it was Emmett Smith, Barry Sanders, and then it was Eric Metcalf for the Cleveland Browns. Who was the fourth person in that draft within that 1 or 2 years that was in the top five in rushing, and it was about to change our franchise forever. Bobby Humphries.
Before he
When
got hurt.
when we drafted him, that's
Oh,
when
okay.
everything was about to start trending. Remember, that motherfucker shot himself in the leg like his third year. But
Wow.
if you go back and look at Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, and Bobby Humphries, they rushing yards their first 3 years. You'll be like, who the fuck is Bobby Humphries? Who whack ass son is one of the reasons
Wait,
Baltimore.
wait, wait. Where did Bobby Humphries go after Denver?
I don't know where he went to. Was it the Jets?
Because I think he was on Tecmo Bowl. I'm just trying to
Yeah,
remember
he
what
was.
fucking.
He was on Madden 91, not Madden 92. Uh, he might have been on Super Tecmo Bowl, but he was from Alabama. But that bitch, man, listen here. I wish I had my tablet in front of me. Matter of fact, let me see. We drafted on then this motherfucker. Then I come to find out this motherfucker was sniffing. Thing. He was doing all types of wild shit. They said,
Well, you're also forgetting about Thurman Thomas too.
man, Thurman was that deal. People don't know Barry sat the bench behind him.
Thurman Thomas was probably my favorite before I started watching Barry. Thurman was my favorite combination back. I love to watch how he used to help what's his name out, Jim Kelly out all the time. He created the position of the dump off pass. And that K gun, if you didn't have that right dump off, you're getting sacked.
Let's see. Where is we? Let me see. I'm about to look him up right now. Fucking casting green.
But like I said before, it's just always funny.
In 89, Booker ran for 1,151 yards and 7 touchdowns for the threw a 17-yard touchdown and hauled in 2 touchdown receptions. So he had 9 touchdowns and 1,151 rushing yards. Listen, that's when we went to the Super Bowl. That we got spanked by the Niners that year.
Yeah, because they stopped that run game and forced Elway to throw it.
Mm-hmm.
He had 2 early interceptions, putting 49ers in good territory, and it just got away really quickly.
Now listen what this dumb motherfucker did. So he followed his rookie season, right? Rookie season, second season, 1,202 yards, 9 touchdowns. 1990, Humphries was the first Denver Bronco to rush for 1,000 yards of back-to-back season. Didn't I tell you that's when shit was about to change?
Mm-hmm.
Now check this shit out. Now, if you go back and check Barry's Emmitt Smith rushing yards, you will see that he was right there with them. It was him, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, and fucking Eric Metcalf for the fucking Cleveland Browns. So listen what this motherfucker do. In 1991, this is third year in the league after the 2 seasons with Denver. 1991, Humphrey held out of training camps, hoping and attaining new contracts. The Broncos, by then, team refused to negotiate his pay, and the holdout continued late into the season. This bitch missed the whole 91. Unable to secure a new contract, Humphrey finally was holdout in week 14. However,
What?
by that, I hated this motherfucker we had. However, by that time, newly signed Gaston Green had emerged as the team starting running back, and I hated that motherfucker. But he did bang for 1,000 yards for us. Furthermore, Humphrey had fallen out of favor with the team's coaching and front office as a result of the holdout. When Humphrey returned in week 14, he was out of shape, given only a reserve role in the Broncos' office. He remained on the bench for that made the AFC Championship game lose to the Buffalo Bills 7. That's when Cornelius
That's when they
Bennett.
started. That's when they started their run.
Yeah, that's what not Cornelius Bills. Carlton Bailey. I never forget that. We was about to go up in the game. The guy and Elway threw a pick on the 6-yard line, bro. We was in them nigga, and it was beautiful coverage because that nigga dropped like that nigga came and picked that bitch off trying to run that slant. I said I'll never forget that. Carlton Bailey. We lost in the AFC Championship game to the fucking Buffalo Bills, bro.
I
That's
remember
why.
looking at their game, but let me go ahead and show you my age. In 1991, guess how old I was?
How old?
10.
Yeah.
I didn't start watching football until 3 years later.
91. Let me see. I was 12. No, 13.
You're only 2 years older than me.
How old are you?
44.
Oh no, I was older than that. I had because I'm 48 now. I'm 4 years older than you, so I was 14. Dead ass, bro.
Yeah. What was about? What else was I about?
Hey,
That's what I
damn.
wanted to ask you. That's why I called you. Wanted to ask you this question. What running back? Because I'm trying to remember his name. What running back? It wasn't Orlandis Gary. It was a speedy running back that chewed up the Indianapolis Colts in Week 16 on that carpet at the RCA Dome. And I mean, he had like 175 yards rushing plus like another 40 or 50 yards
What's the little
receiving.
What's the little nigga name from Oklahoma State? We had
And then he
Oklahoma.
blew his knee up in the wild card game that
Uh,
following week.
what was? I'm about to tell you. What year you said? And I remember he was from Oklahoma.
I
Bell.
forgot because they were making comparisons the way he was running and chewing up Indianapolis to Barry Sanders.
You don't know what year that was?
Oh my God, let me see. I want to say 0405 because the Indianapolis didn't win the championship until they got into Lucas Oil Arena. They were still playing at the RCA Dome because they had that carpet. And I remember he had like a 60-yarder, a 40-yarder, and a 30-yarder. And then they were blowing the Indianapolis out. And then that because they had to play them again that Saturday, which would have been wild card weekend. And Denver went up, but this dude blew his.
I knew it. Tatum Bell.
Oh shit, dude! What happened to him?
He blew his knee out.
And he never came back.
Well, he came back the year. He came back. We kept him for like 2 years. He went to Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken.
I've never seen.
Oh, look what I told you. Oklahoma State. Yeah.
I've never seen a running back get through that hole and cut so goddamn quick.
That was Tatum Bell. I knew that's what he was. I'm like, yo, he got to be talking about Bell.
I wanted to see him that next year in Shanahan's offense so bad.
I didn't think for the way we ran. Remember, we had after Terrell Davis. Remember, we had backs. We had
Ruben
like
Jones, Mike Anderson,
Mike
uh,
Anderson, Landis
Orlandis
Gibbs.
Gary.
We even
Orlandis Gary and Mike Anderson went 1,500 yards each.
back to back. And if I'm not mistaken, Peyton Hillis got 1,000-yard season with us.
Yeah, Peyton Hillis was after Ruben Jones.
And Ruben Drones, so like he wasn't prototypical for
Then you got Clinton Portis after Peyton Hillis.
after that. Yeah, but he wasn't prototypical for that zone blocking, zone running scheme. He did the job though, but I just didn't think because he was only like 5'9".
Well, he was the fastest running back I've ever seen y'all have.
Yeah, until Clinton Portis.
I don't know. No. He was faster than Portis. He was.
Portis had that straightaway speed. I don't know. The Miami niggas be fast, but he might have. But you know, I'm gonna tell you what made his shit even different because he had that low center of gravity. Not only was he fast, he was quick laterally too.
Yeah, he was chewing that damn defense up.
Yeah.
What's up, Lemon?
Tatum Bell.
Yeah, I'm about to end the show, man. Like I gotta take a little nap. Come on.
All right, Brody. All right, now I get with y'all.
All right.
All
Good talking to you, Ron Time and T Price and Lemon Pepper Lou.
right, we probably do it again next Tuesday.
Yes,
So
sir.
let's come by and
Like,
Hope
share, and
everybody
subscribe.
ready for week 6 of the NFL starting on Thursday. And we got the Eagles and Giants Thursday. Other than that, thanks for coming by, subscribe page, and I see y'all later. Peace.